The following is a special presentation from the WKLM Sports Department.
Meadowbrook West Holmes, the 5 seed, a record of 11-17, taking on the 3 seed Meadowbrook. The Lady Colts, a record of 19-7, all for the right to move on to this Wednesday's district championship game. Stay tuned. We'll speak with West Holmes assistant softball coach and Pam Dowling coming up next on the pregame show on WKLM. MEB Systems, a name that has been around since 1977. It is the area's flat roof specialist. Their mission statement is, serve our team, customers, and community by offering exceptional and innovative flat roofing services, all for the glory of God. MEB Systems has the experience to handle anything from scheduled maintenance to roofing multi-acre facilities, protecting valuable equipment and merchandise. Call MEB Systems, your flat roof specialist, at 330-852-4333, or visit them online at MEBsystems.com. MEB Systems wishes all local athletes the best success this year.
Time is ticking and your dream home is waiting. This is Ben Hirschberger at the Commercial and Savings Bank. We understand that buying a home can be overwhelming, but with CSB, it's easier than ever. We offer a range of options. Whether you're looking to buy, build, refinance, or improve your home, our mortgage lenders will guide you every step of the way. Visit our website at csb1.com to apply online today and turn your dream into a reality. The Commercial and Savings Bank, where homeownership begins. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Scott, why do you have a lobster bib on at the grocery store?
Because at Rody's IGA truckload meat sale, I'm eating fancy this week.
Then you better grab those 5-pound boxes of frozen lobster tails for just $100.
Already got 2. 1 for dinner, 1 to impress the neighbors.
Stock up now through Friday from 9 to 6 and sign up to win a free 7 cubic foot chest freezer from Middlesburg Electric.
Get whole boneless pork loin for just $1.98 a pound and 10-pound boxes of pollock fillets, $29.98.
Plus a whole lot more while supplies last.
Rody's IGA Marketplace in Millersburg, where my freezer is fuller than my retirement plan.
Hi, this is Corey with Burgett Insurance. If you can't remember the last time you've reviewed your insurance policies, you're not alone. Burgett Insurance and Buckeye Insurance Group work together to make sure you are properly covered. Call the friendly, knowledgeable staff of Burgett Insurance at 330-276-3791. We provide service that exceeds expectations and coverage that meets your needs. Buckeye Insurance Group and Burgett Insurance, working together to protect you.
Healthcare feels easier when you feel understood. At Pomerene Hospital, you'll find people who take the time to listen so you can feel cared for and ready for life ahead. From the first appointment to the care you need next, Pomerene keeps things simple, local, and connected. For family checkups, women's care, specialty treatment, surgery, and more, Pomerene is where your community goes to feel better. Pomerene Hospital, caring for our community's health.
Congratulations, class of 2026. Your future is just getting started, and Buckeye Career Center is here to help you take the next step. BCC offers 10 full-time adult education programs, Class A and B CDL training, and part-time options as well. Attend our adult education open house June 9th from 4:30 to 6:30 p.m. at Buckeye Career Center and have your $50 application fee waived. Learn more at buckeyecareercenter.org. Discover your passion and prepare for your future at Buckeye Career Center.
Call Berlin Heating and Cooling, your Rheem Pro partner, and you know you're calling the very best. Berlin Heating and Cooling services and installs Rheem and all types of furnaces and air conditioning equipment. Berlin Heating and Cooling, they're your local team you can trust. Call them today at 330-893-3057. That's 330-893-3057.
At Kaufman Realty and Auctions, you've got options. Your property is unique, and our agents know how to sell it. Whether it's a traditional listing or live auction, we'll earn you top dollar. Our agents will utilize whichever method of sale works best. When buying or selling your next home, call on Kaufman.
Inside the Dugout is being brought to you on WKLM by Home Siding Contractors. At Home Siding Contractors, our mission is to give homeowners a quality product, whether it's our vinyl siding or our energy-efficient replacement windows and doors. Home Siding Contractors is ready to turn your home into one of your biggest energy-saving assets. You'll notice the difference as your home will stay warmer in the winter and cooler in the summer. Call 888-725-6619 for a in-home estimate or find all of our products at homesiding.com.
Alongside West Holmes assistant softball coach Pam Dowling is set for this district semifinal softball matchup against Meadowbrook. Going back to that first tournament win over St. Clairsville, Pam, of course, Briar Klein doing a really solid job pitching for your team.
Yep, she absolutely did great. It helped our defense. You know, when she's pitching good, the momentum's good, and the defense plays right behind her.
Zelina Proper, a couple of triples, doing what she's able to do, right?
Yep, and right now she's got the stolen base record, and we are so proud of her. Yeah, and Briar's got the home run record, you know, for this year, and you know, we are overwhelmed at the two seniors that we have this year, and they have been a real big impact on the other girls and trying to get everybody motivated, and they're just so positive.
Good to have them as leaders, as you talked about. Just what kind of weapon does do for the team to have weapons like that, knowing that Briar has that power, knowing that Zelina, when she gets on base, she's as good as getting that second or third base, it seems like automatically. How big of weapons had that been to help out this team?
That's been a tremendous weapon for us, knowing when Zelina gets on first base, she's pretty much automatic. You know, we can get her to second base and in scoring position, and once we start scoring and she can get to the spot she needs to be, we're good. And then when Briar gets up and she's pitching great and, you know, has the whole defense behind her, it's a positive impact on the whole team.
Trinity Ramsauer, Perry hits that last game. Good to see her get it going at the plate.
Yep, it is. And we're hoping that everybody else gets going. You know, we took a time out for a second, you know, told everybody to regroup, you know, let's just get focused on the game tonight and hope we just keep moving on.
With you say to take on this Meadowbrook team, know much about your opponent today?
I'm not real sure a whole lot about them because we didn't play them, but, you know, they're a good competitor and we're going to compete the best that we can with them.
That's where, Pam, obviously you guys play the tough schedule throughout the year and non-conference and conference play. This kind of prepares you for games like this, doesn't it?
Oh, absolutely. The tougher teams you play, the better you get, because you can't compete if you're not competing with tough teams, you know, and you're playing, you know, weaker teams, and it's not going to prepare you to get real good at, you know, playing the defense and hitting the ball and doing what you need to do to win the tough games.
Pam, thanks for your time. Good luck tonight.
You're welcome. Thank you very much. Have a great evening.
That's the voice of West Holmes assistant softball coach, Pam Dowling.
Inside the Dugout has been brought to you on WKLM by Home Siding Contractors.
At Beachy's, we're about keeping you safe and on the road. We believe in building lasting relationships through a trustworthy service. Our team cares about delivering quality every time. We offer auto, diesel, heavy-duty, and tire services. Our Winesburg location is open 7 a.m. to midnight, located at 2653 US 62. Call Winesburg at 330-359-5421. Our Berlin location is open 7 a.m. to 4 p.m., located at 5979 County Road 201. Call Berlin at 330-674-6970. Explore our full range of services and easily schedule your next appointment at beachies.com.
With today's market instability, many homeowners are looking to upgrade their existing home rather than buy or build a new one. At Home Siding Contractors, we know choosing the many colors and styles of siding, replacement windows, and doors can be overwhelming. At Home Siding Contractors, we can help make that decision easier. Durability, beauty, and low maintenance over time describes our products the best. Call Home Siding Contractors today at 888-725-6619 and let our professional staff help upgrade your home today.
Whether you're exploring faith for the first time or looking for a place to call home, Northside Church invites you to be a part of their growing community. Join them for services Sundays at 9 and 10:30 a.m., where you'll find inspiring messages and a welcoming atmosphere for all ages. And for 6th to 12th graders, Northside Student Ministry meets Wednesdays at 6:30 p.m. during the school year. Visit them at 1207 Worcester Road, just north of Joel Pomeranian Hospital in Millersburg. They can't wait to meet you at Northside Church.
At Mack Oilfield Service, they offer specialized trucking, water hauling, dirt work, and general oil field service in New York, Pennsylvania, West Virginia, and Ohio. They have the equipment and manpower to tackle any task handed to them. The future lies in the hands of our youth, and Mack Oilfield Service is proud to support them. Call Mack Oilfield Service for all your oil field needs at 330-674-7371. That's 330-674-7371.
Make sure your Medicare open enrollment plan allows you to receive the pharmacy service you deserve. This is Joel Gauss from Premier Pharmacy, and did you know that Medicare prescription plans are constantly changing from one year to the next? More and more plans are increasing copays or trying to force you into using their plan-owned mail-order pharmacies. Let us help you prepare for the upcoming year by scheduling a consultation with one of our expert team members, or tell your current insurance expert to make sure your plan allows you to get your prescriptions at one of our local Premier Pharmacy locations in Berlin, Millersburg, and now also in downtown Sugar Creek. Thank you for allowing us to be your local, hometown, independent pharmacy.
Express Power Washing is Northeast Ohio's premier washing and soft washing company. Their expert team uses state-of-the-art equipment and eco-friendly cleaning solution to rejuvenate your home's exterior, roofs, decks, driveways, and more. Home with a 2-year guarantee. If the green comes back, they come back. For more information, call 330-231-4392. That's 330-231-4392.
Denko Marketing and Tricor Industrial, two reputable entities, are the proud sponsors of this broadcast. Denko takes pride in distributing garage door parts and producing specialty tools, serving customers at home and abroad. Need superior tools for your project? Head to Tricor Industrial on Bowman Street in Worcester, boasting an impressive lineup of Milwaukee power tools, Wright tools, grade 5, grade 8, and stainless steel fasteners. While visiting, don't overlook their steel blue work boots and wide selection of drill bits, taps, and dies. Denko and Tricor, proud partners of making an impact in your community. Spring in the summer with Millersburg Electric's Holiday Mega Sale, going on now through June 3rd. Savings throughout the store, including the top-rated line of Speed Queen laundry products. Get over $3,000 in savings in rebates on kitchen packages from GE Profile or KitchenAid. Building and remodeling, package discounts are available, and Millersburg Electric will keep your appliance package in stock until you're ready for delivery. Get 12 months interest-free financing with approved credit during the spring and the summer event at Millersburg Electric on State Route 83 or 24/7 at MillersburgElectric.com. This is a rematch of last year's district semifinal matchup in Division 4. And, of course, Meadowbrook defeated West Holmes last season by the score of 9-1 in the same spot. Meadowbrook would go on to capture the district title as they win 17-5 over the 2-seed Harrison Central. Meadowbrook was the top seed last year in this Division 4 East 1 district. And they would go on after that to fall to Logan Elm in the regional semifinals by the score of 4-2 from a season ago. Overall this year, West Holmes a record of 11-17, while Meadowbrook has a record of 19-7 on the season. And of course, out of the Division 4 East 2 District Tournament Trail, West Holmes won their first tournament game in the sectional final, defeating the 14-seed St. Clairsville. West Holmes, of course, the 5-seed, and West Holmes won that game 8-1. Well, for Meadowbrook, the 3-seed, they downed the 13-seed Indian Creek 17-1 in their sectional championship contest. West Holmes, of course, in that sectional final, they would end up for them scoring 8 runs on 10 hits. They had 2 errors, 6 left on base. Elena Proper had a pair of triples in that game. Also, Briar Klein had a 2 RBI double. She knocked in that contest. And also, Trinity Ramsire went 2 for 3 with a double and a run scored. Also, Briar Klein, pitching-wise, went 6 2/3 in the circle, allowed 1 run, none earned. 2 hits allowed. She struck out 8, walked 1 in the first tournament win over St. Clairsville for this West Holmes team. And, of course, the winner of this game will move on to the district championship game, and that will be played this Wednesday at 5 o'clock at a neutral site against either the 6-seed Carrollton or the 4-seed Harrison Central. Those 2 teams are squaring off tonight over at Harrison Central. Yeah, and as far as other area tournament games are concerned, and also in Division 5 District Tournament Softball, Rootstown's at Triway. We're, of course, live streaming that game as well on the WKLM YouTube page, also in Stream 2 on our website. And, of course, that's Triway Rootstown game. Also, Canton South South Range tonight, Chippewas at Norway, Buckeye Locals at Tusky Valley, Coshocton visiting Barnesville, and Claymont's at Ridgewood. In Division 6 District Tournament Softball, Smithville's at Downton, Hillsdale playing host to Newton Falls, and Loudonville's at Mogador. In Division 7 District Tournament Softball, Rittman is at Maplewood. We'll take a break, come back with more on the pregame show after this on WKLM.
Other guy's insurance, you got Kyle.
Hey Kyle, it's Brenda. I was just reading through your proposal and I have a few questions.
When we drafted up your proposal, we really aimed right down the middle.
Sometimes wonder if your insurance agent true priority is more time on the golf course. At Hummel, we do insurance differently. Our expert advisors help you not only mitigate risk, but operate more efficiently, decrease employee turnover, and increase your bottom line.
There may be other choices out there, but when it comes to tires and service, there's really only one place to go. Millersburg Tire Service. In business for over 73 years, it's not just about the prices, it's about the people and the service. That's why service is in their name. They started back in 1953 from humble beginnings, and today they continue serving homes in the surrounding counties with a beautiful showroom, modern facilities, and even a front porch where you're always welcome. They treat people the way you want to be treated. With all that, there's no reason to go anywhere else. Millersburg Tire Service, located on State Route 39, east of Millersburg.
Biker Sand and Gravel, serving the central Ohio area of Wayne and Holmes counties since 1935. They are a name and business you can trust. Their products and services include ready-mix concrete, excavating, limestone, sand and gravel, and hauling services. They are locally owned and operated, insured and bonded, and most importantly, ready to serve you. For more information, call 330-674-0038.
Give your home the protection it deserves with Cedar Max Super Polymer Insulated Siding from MRV Siding Supply. Cedar Max by Provia delivers outstanding performance inside and out, all in a variety of beautiful colors. Backed by a lifetime limited warranty, Cedar Max keeps your home looking great for years to come. Stop by MRV Siding Supply on County Road 624 in Millersburg or MRVsiding.com.
Get your siding supplies from the siding guys. MRV Siding Supply.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owner's insurance agent. Hobron's Insurance Service, 170 South Clay Street in Millersburg. Call 1-800-340-3767.
MEB Systems, the area's flat roof specialist. MEB Systems also offers retrofit solutions for low-slope metal roofs. MEB Systems counts it as a privilege to serve our community and beyond with the highest level of customer service and top-notch workmanship. Let them not only learn your business, but also your trust. When it comes to your roof, trust your local experts who believe if it's a job worth doing, it's worth doing right. Call MEB Systems, your flat roof specialist, at 330-852-4333 or visit them online at MBBsystems.com. MBB Systems wishes all local athletes the best success this year.
Are you ready to accelerate towards your dreams with a new car, ATV, boat, or some extra cash for personal needs? This is Zach Deidinger, a banking center manager at the Commercial and Savings Bank, here to help you fund your next adventure. Our team of experts is committed to finding the right solution for you with competitive rates, flexible terms, and personalized service. Visit csb1.com to apply online or give us a call at 800-654-9015 to speak with a loan specialist and discover the CSB advantage. The Commercial and Savings Bank. Relationships you can bank on. Member FDIC.
My wife said I needed more freezer space.
So you bought even more meat?
Exactly. Problem solved.
Head to Rody's IGA Marketplace in Millersburg for the truckload meat sale, now through Friday from 9 to 6. And sign up to win a free 7 cubic foot chest freezer from Millersburg Electric.
Grab 80% lean fresh ground beef for just $4.68 a pound and whole boneless New York strip steaks cut free for only $9.98 a pound.
And a whole lot more while supplies last.
More meat and a chance at a freezer. This is basically my Super Bowl.
Truckload meat sale now through Friday at Rody's IGA Marketplace in Millersburg. Is brought to you by Holmes Wayne Electric Cooperative. Heard of a utility company that sends you money? We do. Cooperatives are member-owned, receive their power from us. As you receive capital patronage, last year over $1.5 million was returned to our members. That's the cooperative difference. Starting today for the visiting West Holmes Lady Knights and leading things off. That'll be senior center fielder Zelina Proper. Batting second is the junior right fielder, and that is Peyton Hudson. Batting third for West Holmes, senior pitcher Briar Klein. In a cleanup spot for West Holmes, that'll be the freshman catcher the junior first baseman Emma Miller, while batting fifth is freshman catcher Payson Dial. Batting sixth, sophomore second baseman Maury Patterson. In the seventh slot, that'll be freshman DP, that's Jocelyn Only. And also being the flex player today and playing in the field is freshman shortstop Maddie Schenkel. Batting in the 8th hole, that'll be sophomore left fielder Trinity Ramsire, and batting ninth is freshman third baseman Zoe Walters. West Holmes the 5 seed and a record of 11-17. They're coached by Shannon Fogel. For the home team, the Meadowbrook Lady Colts, leading things off for them. That'll be freshman left fielder Addie Schulteis. Batting second is the senior center fielder Jordan Vargason, and also batting third is going to be senior shortstop Summer Gim. In a cleanup spot for Meadowbrook, it'll be senior first baseman McKendall Boyer. Batting fifth is senior pitcher Addie Sichna, and batting sixth is junior third baseman Natalie Norman. Batting seventh, that'll be sophomore DP Riley Davis. In the field, the flex player is senior second baseman Kim Muncie. Batting eighth is senior catcher Addie Randalls, and also batting ninth is a sophomore right fielder Emma Gim. Meadowbrook, the 3 seed, a record of 19-7, coached by Doug Peffer. And the starting lineup is brought to you by Holmes Wayne Electric Cooperative. Receive your power from us. Then you'll receive Ohio Cooperative Living magazine once a month. Packed full of information, this is our way of staying in touch with our member owners who receive our service. Also, don't forget to follow us on Facebook for energy efficiency tips, outage communications, and the latest activities and initiatives of your local cooperative. Stay tuned. We'll have the national anthem and also the opening pitch on your way after this on WKLM.
This is Jeff Allison at Burgett Insurance. I have partnered with Buckeye Insurance Group to provide our customers with insurance coverage at competitive rates, backed by outstanding service. If you would like a no-obligation review of your farm, home, or auto insurance, see me, Jeff Allison at Burgett Insurance. Buckeye Insurance Group and Burgett Insurance, working together to protect you.
Healthcare feels easier when you feel understood. At Pomerene Hospital, you'll find people who take the time to listen so you can feel cared for and ready for life ahead. From the first appointment to the care you need next, Pomerene keeps things simple, local, and connected. For family checkups, women's care, specialty treatment, surgery, and more, Pomerene is where your community goes to feel better. Pomerene Hospital, caring for our community's health.
Ready to learn by doing? Buckeye Career Center is still enrolling high school and adult students for the 2026-27 school year. Available programs include auto collision repair, culinary arts, computer-aided design, landscaping, masonry, meat cutting, deli and bakery, and precision machining. Let us help you discover your passion and prepare for your future. Call us today at 330-339-2288 or apply online at buckeyecareercenter.org.
Call Berlin Heating and Cooling, your Ream Pro partner, and you know you're calling the very best. Berlin Heating and Cooling services and installs Ream and all types of furnaces and air conditioning equipment. Berlin Heating and Cooling, they're your local team you can trust. Call them today at 330-893-3057. That's 330-893-3057.
Since 1975, Kaufman Realty and Auctions has been an industry pioneer in real estate at auction. This is Anthony Kaufman. Some companies come and go, and some experience ownership changes, but Dave Kaufman has owned and overseen every aspect of his company. During that time, Kaufman Realty and Auctions has grown and expanded to meet increasing customer needs while always staying on the cutting edge of technology and giving back to the community. Rooted in tradition, growing through innovation, we are Kaufman Realty and Auctions in Millersburg, Sugar Creek, New Philadelphia, Cambridge, and at kaufmanrealty.com.
At Beaches, we're about keeping you safe and on the road. We believe in building lasting relationships through a trustworthy service. Our team cares about delivering quality every time. We offer auto, diesel, heavy-duty, and tire services. Our Winesburg location is open 7 a.m. to midnight, located at 2653 US 62. Call Winesburg at 330-359-5421. Our Berlin location is open 7 a.m. to 4 p.m., located at 5979 County Road 201. Call Berlin at 330-674-6970. Explore our full range of services and easily schedule your next appointment at beaches.com.
Looking to upgrade the exterior of your home? Siding is indeed the best bang for your dollar. Hi, I'm Nevin Mast with Home Siding Contractors. We have the best siding on the market today, and the low maintenance aspect of our siding is what our customers enjoy the most. Provia Siding fits that bill exactly. No frequent painting or staining with wood siding. No routine sealing like stucco. Provia Siding lasts. Check out all we have to offer at our new and improved showroom east of Millersburg, and let our experienced sales team show you how affordable our products can be.
Meadowbrook team, Matt Coyle alongside Bill Pym for this broadcast for today. And as we talk with Pam Dowling, this team kind of goes as their seniors goes, particularly Briar Klein and Zelina Proper, who've had really fantastic seasons for this West Holmes team.
Yeah, we've said before this year, we've had quite a few times on the radio. We really go as Briar Klein goes on the mound. If she's on her game and hitting her spots, she's really effective and tough to beat. If she's missing her spots and all over the place and walking people, then it's a different story. So a lot depends on her shoulders. But she and Proper, yeah, they certainly, as they say, are the straw that stirs the drink.
That's what it comes down to, really. You get to this time of the season, right, Bill? It's pitching and defense usually are the two keys here for moving on to that next game.
Yeah, it's the time of season. Yeah, graduation going on, and it's having coached kids myself at this time of year. It's tough to keep the seniors' attention. I always say an 18-year-old senior pretty much knows everything. Well, you know, you have
oh, yes.
a couple of boys that are that age as well. There's not much you can tell them. So are you keeping their attention? Are they hungry still, or are they just looking to get to summer vacation? I think West Holmes is hungry. I really do. You compare the two teams, one's 11-17, one's in 19-7, and say, well, geez, this is a mismatch. I don't think so. I wouldn't want to play West Holmes.
Absolutely, and really a rematch for last year's district semifinal game. I believe for West Holmes, they had that in the back of their mind here, Bill. A chance to get some payback here in a game like this tonight.
Yeah, anything could happen today. It could be Meadowbrook, it could be West Holmes. It's probably going to be close, though. I just look at Gabby Fowler, being out of the West Holmes lineup. What a shame that is, that collision she had at home plate in the Triway game.
All right, we'll take a break for the national anthem, brought to you by the Holmes County Veteran Services in Millersburg.
Whether you're exploring faith for the first time or looking for a place to call home, Northside Church invites you to be a part of their growing community. Join them for services Sundays at 9 and 10:30 a.m., where you'll find inspiring messages and a welcoming atmosphere for all ages. And for 6th to 12th graders, Northside Student Ministry meets Wednesdays at 6:30 p.m. during the school year. Visit them at 1207 Worcester Road, just north of Joel Pomeranian Hospital in Millersburg. They can't wait to meet you at Northside Church.
At Mack Oilfield Service, they offer specialized trucking, water hauling, dirt work, and general oilfield service in New York, Pennsylvania, West Virginia, and Ohio. They have the equipment and manpower to tackle any task handed to them. The future lies in the hands of our youth, and Mack Oilfield Service is proud to support them. Call Mack Oilfield Service for all your oilfield needs at 330-674-7371. That's 330-674-7371.
Wayne Holmes Health is now part of the Premier Pharmacy family, giving us even more ways to serve you. This is Joel Gauss from Premier Pharmacy, and I'm pleased to announce our acquisition of Wayne Holmes Health in Worcester, allowing us to offer a full line of home medical equipment, including hospital beds, lift chairs, scooters, and more. We also offer home modifications, including stair lift and ramp installation. Rental and delivery are both available. Stop in and see the new display at our Berlin location, now located inside of German Village Shopping Center, or visit us in Worcester at 720 Winkler Drive to see our full line of medical and home modification equipment.
This game underway in Division 4 District Semifinal Softball with West Holmes, the 5 seed, at the 3 seed Meadowbrook. Matt Hoy alongside Bill Pym for the broadcast as Laser Mullins back at the studio. Glad to have you with us on FM 95.3 and WKLM-FM.com. We're also video live streaming today's contest on the WKLM YouTube page, courtesy of Claxon Communications. You can go to YouTube, search WKLM Radio to find the live stream coverage for today's contest. We're also live streaming the Roots Down at Triway District Semifinal Softball game tonight. That's also on the WKLM YouTube page and also on stream too at WKLM-FM.com. Today's first pitch brought to you by MRV Siding Supply, where they have top quality products like Provia siding, decorative siding, windows and doors. Provia manufactured stone and accessories on County Road 624 in Millersburg. Call 800-524-7436. West Holmes at the plate first, leading things off Zelina Proper, followed by Peyton Hudson, Briar Klein, Emma Miller, Payson Dial, Mari Patterson, Jocelyn Olney, Trinity Ramsire, and Zoe Walters rounds out the West Holmes lineup. Proper bats from the left side, wearing number 10, the senior center fielder. Swung on the foul down the third base side, goes to 0-1 quickly to Zelina Proper, who is batting .522 and has 15 runs batted in. Also has broken a single-season school record, Bill, 30 stolen bases on the year, and that really doesn't surprise us.
Not to mention 110 at-bats and only 4 strikeouts. that number stands out to me for sure.
No doubt about it. Here's the 0-1. Going to be in there for a called strike, goes to New Balls, and 2 strikes to Proper. For Meadowbrook defensively, McKendall Boyers at first, Kim Muncie's at second, Summer Gins at short, Natalie Norman's at third, and left field is Addie Schulteis in center, Jordan Vargason in right field, Emma again. Here's the pitch. So want to be slap foul over the third base side dugout, in out of play, stays at New Balls and 2 strikes. Catching, that is Addie Randalls. Pitching for Meadowbrook, that is Addie Stitchna. She's a senior. Stitchna has a record of 9-1, a 2.52 earned run average on the spring. And the pitch, going to be outside. Good take by Proper, goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes. 105 innings pitched by Stitchna on the spring. This is her 22nd appearance. She's allowed 52 runs, 38 earned, 86 hits. She struck out 101 batters and walked just 39. The pitch, going to be down low and away. Ball 2 balls, 2 strikes to Proper.
You kind of like to compare innings pitched to strikeouts, like you say, 105 innings pitched and 101 strikeouts. And just watching her, she brings it pretty good. So the Knights are going to have their hands full here.
So 2 balls, 2 strikes to Proper. Stands back in there. Stitchna with the pitch. Outside again. It was 0-2, now all the way to a full count to Proper. That's where it comes down to, having that quick back, but also a good eye. That's part of the reason why she hasn't struck out very much, is she doesn't typically chase after those pitches off the plate.
Yeah, it's so deflating when you have a strikeout to start the game. And on the other hand, when you can walk and get on base, it really helps.
And that's outside, ball 4. So indeed, she does draw the walk after it was 0-2 initially. A big walk there for Proper to get on first base.
That's just a great at-bat. And as the coach said beforehand, if she's on first, she's probably going to be on second.
Already 30 stolen bases, again, school record as we mentioned. Here's Peyton Hudson batting from the left side as well, wearing number 23, the junior right fielder. She's batting .284. She has 10 runs batted in. Here's the pitch, shows bunt. Pulls it back in there for a strike, runner going, of course, no throw. Easy stolen base for Proper.
The last game I did at West Holmes, she hadn't been thrown out all year. I don't know if that still holds or not.
Wouldn't be surprised.
Still a bunting situation here, maybe to move her to third.
Here's the 0-1. She just shows bunt. It'll be high. She'll lay off it, though. And good decision. That pitch out of the strike zone. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Every pitch has pretty much been outside. That may be where she pitches. Hopefully West Holmes knows to make the adjustment, move a little closer to the plate.
Hudson's will stand back in there right now. Again, Proper's at second. Nobody out. Top of the first inning.
She's practically on the batter's box line.
Shows butt, and it'll be a bit low. Again, pulls it back. That'll be ball 2. Yeah, she gets up there close to that base, no question about it. Infield is up, of course, ahead of the bag at first and third for Meadowbrook. Playing for that bunt. Shows it again, going to be a bit low, and pulls it back again for ball 3, I believe.
You might just want to look at this pitch as well. She's really struggling on the mound. And look who's on deck.
Yep. Certainly like to see her with the multiple players on base. Here's the pitch. Shows bunt, going to be down low, pulls it back again, ball 4. So first and second on back-to-back walks, and again, Briar Klein now comes to the plate. Klein bats for the right side, wearing number 3 in the senior pitcher, but again, a big bat to have in this situation, Bill.
Yeah, normally you'd be looking at some pitches here, but not with this girl. You just, first one you see you like, just unload on it. Which she does. She really, really swings hard.
A school record 10 home runs in the season, the pitch. Swinging and missing, a hard cut that time. Blew it by her for strike 1.
As I was saying.
Yeah, it's a major league cut there.
Yeah, that's just talent against talent right there.
She's batting .408 with those 10 homers and 39 runs batted in. And the 0-1. It's going to be line foul to the right side and out of play. Count goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes.
She wants that pitch back. That was the one that hit right down the pipe. She was late on it. She knows it too.
Hudson at first. Proper's at second. Nobody out for West Holmes, and a golden opportunity in the first. The pitch. High, lays off it. Runners will advance, though, on the wild pitch to second and third. So now 2 runners in the scoring position.
If you didn't have 2 strikes on, you'd sure think about putting her on right here. But with a 1-2 count, you might as well finish the bat off. Just don't give her anything to hit. Ideally, you get her to chase something in the dirt, but...
Here's the pitch. That's high, sails to the backstop. Ripper toward home, and she will score standing up. Ball gets the backstop, and Proper with her speed at third base. She's going to score 9 times out of 10. She scores there. West Holmes up 1-0, and that'll allow Hudson also to get to third base.
Yeah, this backstop's back pretty far. I think you're probably going to get it advance on a base every time, really.
Back-to-back wild pitches. Here's the pitch. That way high, that's the backstop. Going toward home, Ian Hudson, she will score as well. It's the 3rd straight wild pitch. Now a full count to Klein, and a 2-0 West Holmes lead, so Klein doesn't have to swing the bat, Bill. They still get the 2 runners across the board.
That wasn't the start that Meadowbrook wanted. Here comes the coach out right now.
Going to have a little discussion here in the circle, but for West Holmes, you couldn't ask for a better start offensively to get this early lead.
I just got done saying if the ball goes back to the screen, you're probably going to score from third, and that just happened again.
Indeed it did. So West Holmes will come out ready to go. And again, just really it's been the control problems with the walks there and obviously the wild pitches. And West Holmes really been able to take advantage of that break early on.
You know, you see this a lot in the first inning of a game. A lot of times big games you can't seem to find the strikes. And you just can't help them out if you're West Holmes. Just get as many as you can while she's still wild.
Ready once again. Flying back in the batter's box, a full count. Stitchner trying to find that strike zone. Time is called.
You know, if you're West Holmes, you just got to look at this. You're starting all over. She's a leadoff batter. She gets on, you're going to bunt her over and that sort of thing.
That pitch. High. She lays off at ball 4, so she'll take her base. So bases had been clear with those 2 runs scoring, but now Klein's at first base and still nobody out. That's the 3rd straight walk by Stitchner to start off this game.
Like I say, if you're West Holmes, you get as many as you can this first inning, and that's just kind of hold on the rest of the game.
Yeah. Here's Emma Miller, bats for the right side, wearing number 15, the junior first baseman, and she's batting .461, 6 homers, and 31 runs batted in. Here's the pitch. Check swing went too far on a high fastball. Strike one. A pass ball is going to allow the runner to advance in Briar Klein over to second base.
And that's exactly what you can't do, what Emma Miller just did right there. You're either going to look at the pitch or you're going to swing really hard. She's having control problems. You got to take that pitch.
You don't help her out.
Nope.
So Klein is second. Nobody out still. 2-0 West Holmes. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That's way high. That time she does lay off it. Goes to ball one.
Yeah, you'd be sitting 2-0.
Mm-hmm.
And like I say, you're just up there looking right now until she finds the strike zone. You're just going to look and look and just walk.
And the pitch. Swing and a miss. That'll be strike two. Blew it by her on that fastball. Goes to 1-2. We've seen Sitchner. She's got a good fastball when she does get it over.
Really good fastball.
Sitchner stares in, trying to get that first out of the inning. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. That'll be strike three. Strikes her out swinging. That'll be the first out of the inning. Just what Meadowbrook needed there. So for West Holmes, their first out, and that's a big out for Meadowbrook. Well, certainly Emma Miller's been outstanding throughout this season, but now Payson Dials at the plate. Bats for the right side, wearing number 12. She's the freshman catcher. Klein's the second. 2-0 West Holmes. The pitch. Swing and a miss at a high fastball, and West Holmes liking those high ones here.
That was ball one.
Dial batting .274. She has a home run and 18 runs batted in for the freshman. 2-0 Lady Knights. We're in the top of the first. And the pitch. Way high to the backstop. It'll be another wild pitch, and Klein does advance over to third base. Another opportunity here to possibly knock in another run. Winner will take on either the 4-seed Harrison Central or the 6-seed Carrollton in the district championship. It'll be this Wednesday. It'll be at 5 o'clock. That'll be a neutral site for Wednesday. Sitchner the pitch. So going to be popped up first base side foul territory. It's out of play. 1-2 the count to Dial. As you mentioned, Bill, you want to get as many as you can, though, in this first inning here. So you'd love to knock that runner from home, across home plate from that runner at third base.
If you're Payson Dial, you're just thinking, put the ball in play. Runner on third, less than 2 outs. Automatic, put the ball in play, put the ball in play.
The pitch. Hits the dirt. Nice scoop by catcher Addie Randalls. Otherwise, that would have been run number 3. Hit that dirt, and somehow she scooped it up.
Great scoop. Saved a run.
2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. That'll be a bit low. Make it ball 3. Full count now to Dial. Another good at bat, and they really forced Sitchner to throw a lot of pitches here in this first inning.
Yeah, Briar Klein doesn't score. Remember that stop by that catcher on that ball to her left.
Here's the payoff. Going to be inside, ball 4. Another walk. The 4th walk thrown of this inning. So runners at the corner, still 1 out. Mari Patterson's at the plate. Patterson bats from the right side, wearing number 4, the sophomore second baseman. And Patterson batting .259. She has 9 runs batted in.
Going to run for the catcher here. 7.
Electra Beachy. Electra Beachy is the one who'll be doing the pinch running here.
I've been told that in girls softball, you can have a runner for the catcher every time.
Okay. So she is over there in place of Payson Dial at first. Klein remains at third. Again, Beachy, the pinch runner, over at first.
Mari Patterson has to look at this pitch. Just take it until you get a strike.
Here's the pitch. Going to be a called strike on the inside corner. Runner going, cut off on the throw by catcher Maddie Randalls, but no relay throw, and everybody's going to be safe, so Beachy will get the stolen base.
Is that ball? Ball 1? Okay. You're still looking.
Okay. So it was ball, 1-0 count. Now runners at second and third. Here's the pitch. It's going to be foul down the first base side at the end of their bat. Goes to 1 ball, 1 strike to Patterson. So West Holmes really still an opportunity here to have this an even bigger inning if they can get a big hit here. Beachy at second and Klein at third. Here's the pitch. Shows bunt. Butts it foul to the backstop. And I'll make it 1-2. Softball especially, that bunt is really in play just about in any situation. You just never know when that can get slapped down. But unable to put it in play that time.
That was more of a safety squeeze than a suicide squeeze, I believe.
And here is the pitch. That'll be just a bit high. Good take there, goes to ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, didn't miss by much. West Holmes definitely forcing Sitchin to throw extra pitches here in the first. And the pitch. It's going to be a grounder toward short. It'll be gloved by Ginn. Goes to home plate. Going to be out at the plate. She had the tagger. It wasn't a force situation, but they do get the tag. Randall's tags out Klein at home plate. So good play by the shortstop, Summer Ginn. So 6-2 fielder's choice. Hit into by Patterson. She's at first. Beachy go to third base, and now 2 down in the inning.
Well, you and I had a pretty good angle on it. And when the girl slid, she missed the tag, but the umpire said out right away. Now, whether she got back with her hand and touched the plate, I don't know. But I do know he said out before she was out.
That ball rolls to the backs, though. Another wild pitch. And West Holmes has scored all the runs off of wild pitches. They'll get another one right there. Beachy scores from third on the wild pitch.
Yes, they have.
Makes it 3-0 West Holmes. But that's one of the things here. Yeah, of course, the Major League level, you have the benefit of instant replay. You don't have that at this level.
They could ask us.
They could, but they don't seem to want to do that. I don't know why that is. Here's the pitch. In there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. We got instant replay on the video. They could look at that.
Hate to pick on umpires, but this umpire's about back as far as you'll see an umpire from behind the catcher. Not sure that's in the mechanics book. I'll have to ask Jake when we see him.
That's right.
He's pretty far back.
Here's the pitch. Going to be just a bit low, make a ball 2-1 count. 3-0 West Holmes. Off to a great start here with 2 down now. Ian Patterson's at second base.
Speaking of umpires, this is a 3-umpire game. You know, when you get 3 umpire games, it's an important game.
I would think so.
When you get 4 umpire games, those are really important.
Yeah. In their first strike, show bunt pulled it back through the third base. Going to be a high throw. And good job by the third baseman really just to get a leaping grab on that and not allow that to go in the left field. But it will be a stolen base for Patterson.
I think the Knights are discovering that they could probably run on this catcher, too.
Yeah. Another important aspect goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Runner at third again. Here's the pitch. Called strike 3 on the inside corner. That will do it for the inning. But West Holmes scores 3 times in the top of the first. Through a half inning, West Holmes 3, Meadowbrook nothing. This is District Tournament Softball on WKLM.
Express Power Washing is Northeast Ohio's premier washing and soft washing company. Their expert team uses state-of-the-art equipment and eco-friendly cleaning solution to rejuvenate your home's exterior, roofs, decks, driveways, and more. Home with a 2-year guarantee. If the green comes back, they come back. For more information, call 330-231-4392. That's 330-231-4392.
Denko Marketing and Tricor Industrial, 2 reputable entities, are the proud sponsors of this broadcast. Denko takes pride in distributing garage door parts and producing specialty tools, serving customers at home and abroad. Need superior tools for your project? Head to Tricor Industrial on Bowman Street in Worcester, boasting an impressive lineup of Milwaukee power tools, Wright tools, grade 5, grade 8, and stainless steel fasteners. While visiting, don't overlook their steel blue work boots and wide selection of drill bits, taps, and dies. Denko and Tricor, proud partners of making an impact in your community.
Spring into summer with Millersburg Electric's holiday mega sale going on now through June 3rd. Hi, this is Kerry Taylor, and savings throughout the store include $570 off a GE washer and dryer pair and $900 off a Whirlpool 31 cubic foot French door refrigerator, now just $1,799. Plus, with summer grilling season here, get free assembly on all Weber grills and Blackstone griddles. We offer free in-carton drop-off on appliances or have our dedicated delivery team professionally install your appliance purchase. Qualified customers get 0% financing through May of 2027. So visit us today or shop 24/7 at millersburgelectric.com.
Meadowbrook, of course, now out of the Muskingum Valley League as they take on this West Holmes team out of the OCC. And West Holmes will be in the field now for the first time. Meadowbrook at the plate. And for Meadowbrook, leading things off, Addie Schulteis, followed by Jordan Vargason, Summer Ginn, McKendall Boyer, Addie Sitchna, Natalie Norman, Riley Davis, Addie Randalls, and then Emma Ginn rounds out the Meadowbrook lineup. For West Holmes, at first is Emma Miller. At second is Mari Patterson. The shortstop is Maddie Schenkel. At third is Zoe Walters. In left, that's Trinity Ramsire. In center, that's Zelina Proper. The right fielder is Peyton Hudson. Catching is Payson Dial. And pitching today is the senior right-hander, Briar Klein. Klein will face Addie Schulteis. Schulteis will stand at the plate, and she's batting .418 on the season, and she has 3 homers and 21 runs batted in. Good numbers in that leadoff slot. Klein now the pitch. Swung on the fly ball. Fairly deep center field going back near the fence. Going to be gone. Just like that, one pitch and a home run over the center field fence by Addie Schulteis. That's home run number 4 of the year, and Meadowbrook just like that on the board here, Bill.
Wow. I'm not quite sure what to say.
Wow was right.
Somebody's white truck just got hit out there, I can tell you that. I'm sure that's not really where you should be parking. Good crowd here all the way around.
Excellent crowd.
When you and I came, we were the only ones here.
I always say, don't park that close here at the ballpark. I don't care where you're at. Here's Jordan Vargason. Makes it a 3-1 West Holmes lead now, and Vargason bats for the left side, wearing number 19, the senior center fielder. Here's the pitch. So on base slapped down the third base side. It goes foul. 0-1 count to Vargason, and she's batting .318 and has 9 runs batted in. But that makes those runs the more important, Bill, in the top of the first for West Holmes.
Yeah, tough to strike this girl out. 90 at bats, only 5 strikeouts on the season.
Klein. Here is the pitch. That'll be a bit high, makes a ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. For Briar Klein, a record of 4-10, 5.90 earned run average, 87 1/3 innings pitched on the season for her. Here's the pitch. Bouncer toward third. It'll be picked up off the bounce by Walters. Throws the first in time for out number 1. Walters already playing ahead of the bag, got that easily off the bounce. And there's now 1 out for Summer Ginn. Ginn bats from the right side, wearing number 9, the senior shortstop. Batting .484. She has 5 homers and 36 runs batted in. So another dangerous hitter.
Speaking of hard to strike out, 111 at bats and only 3 strikeouts. So the last 2 batters, this one and the one before her, are tough to strike out.
Fastball in the outside corner. Nice pitch there. It's a 0-1 count again.
You know, you talked about what conference Meadowbrook is in. And
yeah.
The East District is such a big area.
Yeah.
West Holmes sits in the northern part, maybe one of the most northern districts there.
Bouncer toward third. Gloved again by Walters. Throws to first base, and again the same result. It's out number 2.
So they don't see a lot of these teams. They don't know much about them. You know, you come in with a record or whatever, you say 19-7, you don't know who they play.
Right.
You know, what kind of league are they in? We know West Holmes, who they play.
Right.
The OCC is a good conference.
Yeah, your schedule certainly makes a big difference, as we always talk about. McKendall Boyer at the plate. Here's the pitch. It's going to be a line. The right field going to be a base hit. So they'll get her on the board. McKendall Boyer, the senior first baseman. And Boyer came in batting .489 with 3 homers and 47 runs batted in. It gets the single to right there to extend this inning. Addie Sitchna at the plate. Bats from the right side, wearing number 1. She, of course, is the senior pitcher. And for her, batting .316, she has 6 home runs and 26 RBIs. So a lot of power, it seems like, in this Meadowbrook lineup.
I guess so. Hit 21 home runs this year.
Here's the pitch. Fastball on the outside corner for a strike. 0-1 count to Sitchna. Klein, I mentioned, throwing 87 1/3 innings pitched on the year. This being her 24th appearance, 16th start, allowing 111 runs and 73 earned. 133 hits, and she struck out 76. Pitch swung on and grounded towards second. Gloved by Patterson. Throws the first in time for out number 3. A 4-3 put out. Meadowbrook gets a 1 run on the homer by Schulteis. 2 hits in all. They had no errors, and also a runner left and through 1. West Holmes 3 and Meadowbrook 1. This is District Tournament Softball on WKLM.
other guy's insurance. You got Kyle.
Hey, Kyle. It's Brenda. I was just reading through your proposal, and I have a few questions.
When we drafted up your proposal, we really aimed right down the middle.
Sometimes wonder if your insurance agent true priority is more time on the golf course. At Hummel, we do insurance differently. Our expert advisors help you not only mitigate risk, but operate more efficiently, decrease employee turnover, and increase your bottom line.
If you're looking for the best tires and service in the area, stop by Meadowbrook Tire Service. When it comes to selection, no one does it better. They've sold 37 brands of passenger, SUV, light truck, heavy duty, and farm tires in the last year, serving Holmes County, all across Ohio, and 11 surrounding states. They even ship nationwide. Add in a knowledgeable staff with over 375 years of combined experience, and you've got everything you need, all in one place. So go with a team that's been serving Holmes County for over 73 years. Millersburg Tire Service, State Route 39, east of Millersburg.
Biker Sand and Gravel, serving the central Ohio area of Wayne and Holmes County since 1935. They are a name and business you can trust. Their products and services include ready-mix concrete, excavating, limestone, sand and gravel, and hauling services. They are locally owned and operated, insured and bonded, and most importantly, ready to serve you. For more information, call 330-674-0038.
The second, 3-1 West Holmes. First pitch sails high into the backstop for ball one. It's the 8-9-1 batters to the plate for West Holmes. Trinity Ramsire is followed by Zoe Walters, then the top of the order. Here's the pitch. In there for a cold strike on the fastball. 1-1 strike to Ramsire.
Great take.
Absolutely. Make her throw a strike, especially that first pitch again high, as we saw a lot of those pitches the same way in that first inning.
Exactly.
Here is the pitch. That's in there for a strike as well. 1-2 the count.
Now that's one you might want to swing at.
Now she'll have to lock in. Of course, the sophomore left fielder, Trinity Ramsire. Sets into the batter's box, and the pitch. It's going to be a slap foul to the backstop. Good job getting a piece of that and staying alive. Ramsire batting for her. She has 12 hits on the year, batting 190 on the season. She did have a pair of hits, though, in that tournament game, including the double. She does have 7 runs batted in on the season. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. That'll be strike 3. Second strikeout thrown by Sichna.
As we said at the top of the broadcast, losing Gabby Fowler on that collision at Triway really throws your whole lineup off. She was the top of the order hitter. She's hitting, 329, good solid bat, so everything adjusts then off of that.
Important player. Should say Sichna her third strikeout, by the way.
You just can't fill positions like that.
No. There's a swing and a miss of the fastball there. Strike 1 to Zoe Walters. Walters batting for the right side, wearing number 0 is the freshman third baseman. Already made a couple nice plays at third base today. Sichna now the pitch. So going to be fouled to the backstop. 0-2 count to Walters. Walters batting .225. She has 9 runs batted in.
Well, if this girl starts to get locked in, it's a whole different game for West Holmes. You know, you got, 3 runs? You said they were all on wild pitches back to the screen. Got a feeling that's not going to be the way it is the rest of the game. That's why you get as many as you can early.
Swing and a miss to the high fastball. Strike 3. That's back-to-back Ks right on cue, Bill. 4th strikeout thrown by Sichna. 2 down, nobody aboard in this inning. Now, Sichna threw 38 pitches in that first inning, looking for a much quicker second inning, it looks like.
See, and when Walter swung at 2 pitches, of the 3 she swung at, 2 of them were balls. They were high, as she's been high whole game.
You'll see if Proper's able to figure that out. She did the first time. Proper at the plate. Walked that first time around and scored. The pitch going to be high, and she does indeed lay off.
You hate to see her come up with 2 outs.
Right.
You know, I'd like to see her come up with no outs.
2 down, nobody aboard. 3-1 lead for West Holmes in the second. And the pitch. In there for a strike goes to 1-1 strike. At the conclusion of today's contest, we'll be announcing the Table Rock Pizza player of the game. And that player will receive a gift certificate for a small 1-topping pizza at Table Rock Pizza in Berlin. And the 1-1. So on be slap foul to the third base side out of play. Goes to 1-2 to Proper. You can give them a call, 330-449-9955, or visit them on the web at tablerockpizza.com. Sitchton, now the pitch. High, lays off it, ball 2, 2 balls and 2 strikes. West Holmes scoring. There's 3 runs with no hits in that first, as Bill mentioned. Here's the pitch. Going to be inside ball 3. Everybody from Meadowbrook thought that was strike 3. That was awfully close, but they're saying it's the third ball. So West Holmes will take that.
The batter thought it was strike 3 too.
Yeah. Everybody's ready to go to the dugout. But we'll stay out there. Here's the payoff. So it'll be a bouncer towards second. It'll be gloved by Muncie over the first, in time for out number 3 there. 1, 2, 3 it goes for West Holmes in the second. Now through 1.5. West Holmes 3, Meadowbrook 1. This is District Tournament Softball on WKLM.
Give your home the protection it deserves with Cedar Max Super Polymer Insulated Siding from MRV Siding Supply. Cedar Max by Provia delivers outstanding performance inside and out, all in a variety of beautiful colors. Backed by a lifetime limited warranty, Cedar Max keeps your home looking great for years to come. Stop by MRV Siding Supply on County Road 624 in Millersburg or MRVsiding.com.
Get your siding supplies from the siding guys. MRV Siding Supply.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owner's insurance agent. Hobron's Insurance Service, 170 South Clay Street in Millersburg. Call 1-800-340-3767.
MEB Systems, a name that has been around since 1977. It is the area's flat roof specialist. Their mission statement is, serve our team, customers, and community by offering exceptional and innovative flat roofing services, all for the glory of God. MEB Systems has the experience to handle anything from scheduled maintenance to roofing multi-acre facilities protecting valuable equipment and merchandise. Call MEB Systems, your flat roof specialist, at 330-852-4333, or visit them online at MEBsystems.com. MEB Systems wishes all local athletes the best success this year.
Home half of the second, 3-1 lead for West Holmes. Already a 2-0 count to start things off to Natalie Norman for Meadowbrook. Here's the pitch. Swung to be fouled to the backstop. 2-1 the count to Norman. The 6, 7, and 8 batters in the lineup for Meadowbrook at the plate, with Norman followed by Riley Davis and Addie Randalls. Norman batting from the right side, wearing number 10, the junior third baseman for Meadowbrook. And she's batting .241, has 1 homer and 4 runs batted in on the season. Here's the pitch by Klein. High, lays off it. That's going to be ball 3. 3-1 count to Norman. Matt Crail onside Bill Pim, high school tournament softball. Winner moves on to the district championship game this Wednesday at 5 o'clock against either Harrison Central or Carrollton. Now the pitch. That's high, lays off it in a leadoff walk. Of course, the leadoff homer by Schulteis from Meadowbrook the last inning. Now a walk to start off the second inning now for the Colts.
That's not what you want to do if you're Briar Klein. She's only walked twice this year, that girl right there, and had struck out 16 times. That's somebody you have to throw strikes to and make her hit the ball to get on base.
Without a doubt, that'll be the first walk thrown of the game by Klein. But again, the leadoff batter aboard. Here's Riley Davis, bats from the right side, wearing number 7, sophomore DP. 3-1 West Holmes, bottom of the second. Now the pitch. She shows a bunt, but she'll bunt it to the backstop. 0-1 count to Davis. For Davis, batting .300 on the season, and she has 2 runs batted in.
She's only batted 20 times with 6 hits, so she may have been a late starter in the season at some point.
I think likely going to try to bunt it here again. And the pitch. She'll slap it down the first baseline. It'll be gloved. Thrown to first base in time. No! Not able to catch it at first base. Covering was Patterson. And over to second base, or the third base is Norman, rather.
I get her home.
The home going to be not in time. She will score. So error at first. And that allow Both race runners to get on board, and eventually the runner will score.
Yeah, E3. And then they threw her out. The right fielder threw her out to the shortstop?
Right.
That is 9-6. And the runner ended up scoring all the way around. We don't know if that's going to be an earned run or not yet until we see what these other people do.
Right.
Okay.
So you get one out and a run scored as well. There's the pitch. Outside for a ball, 1-0 count to Addie Randalls.
Had the shortstop seen it quicker and thrown home, they really had to play at the plate. That would have been crazy if you got both of them out.
Yeah.
You know you're living right then.
Absolutely. Instead, it makes it a 3-2 ball game. Here's the pitch. That's in there for a strike. Makes it 1-1 now to Addie Randalls. That's for the right side, wearing number 5, the senior catcher. Randalls batting .266 and has 14 runs batted in. Here's the pitch. High into the backstop. Ball 2-1 count. Of course, bases are clear now after that out and run scored. So 2-1 count to Randalls.
Those are just the kind of mistakes, if you're West Holmes, you just can't make. In a tournament game like this, playing a team that's 19-7, you got to play not perfect, but near perfect. We've seen both sides of West Holmes this year.
Without a doubt. And here is the pitch. Swung on, be popped up. First base side, now near second, making the grab is the second baseman, Maury Patterson. That'll be out number 2 of the inning. Emma again now at the plate. Again batting from the right side, wearing number 6, the sophomore right fielder, batting .138, and she has 7 runs batted in. But, West Holmes has the 3-2 lead here, but we saw, though, the numbers at the top of the line for Meadowbrook, so the team is certainly capable of scoring some more runs.
Yeah, like we say, you just can't give up free passes.
That pitch can be down low.
And it all goes back to walking the girl lead off.
Mm-hmm.
You're walking a girl that's only walked twice all year and struck out 16 times. You can't do that. But like I say, we've seen both sides of West Holmes. You and I had them at Madison. They lost 10-0, got run ruled.
Right.
Next night they come back and run ruled Madison.
Yeah. Which one?
Crazy.
You're crazy. Which one you going to get? That foul to the backstop goes to 1 ball, 1 strike.
I know which one I hope we get.
That's right. Right now we do have a West Holmes lead, 3-2, and hoping to hold on to that. 1-1 count to Emma Gim. Still a lot of this game to go. Klein now with the pitch. So it'll be a fly ball. Meeting deep center, making a grab. That'll be Proper. That's out number 3. 1 run does score here in this inning. No hits and also an error. And nobody left. And now through 2, it's West Holmes 3, Meadowbrook 2. This is District Tournament Softball on WKLM.
Time is ticking and your dream home is waiting. This is Ben Hirschberger at the Commercial and Savings Bank. We understand that buying a home can be overwhelming, but with CSB, it's easier than ever. We offer a range of options. Whether you're looking to buy, build, refinance, or improve your home, our mortgage lenders will guide you every step of the way. Visit our website at csb1.com to apply online today and turn your dream into a reality. The Commercial and Savings Bank, where homeownership begins. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Scott, why do you have a lobster bib on at the grocery store?
Because at Rody's IGA Truckload Meat Sale, I'm eating fancy this week.
Then you better grab those 5-pound boxes of frozen lobster tails for just $100.
Already got 2. 1 for dinner, 1 to impress the neighbors.
Stock up now through Friday from 9 to 6. And sign up to win a free 7 cubic foot chest freezer from Middlesburg Electric.
Get whole boneless pork loin for just $1.98 a pound and 10-pound boxes of pollock fillets, $29.98.
Plus a whole lot more while supplies last.
Rody's IGA Marketplace in Millersburg, where my freezer is fuller than my retirement plan.
This is Emily Sheely of Burgett Insurance. Farm ownership is a huge investment. Protect your investment with the right insurance policy. I proudly represent Buckeye Insurance Group, a company that has been insuring farms since 1879. Together we can make sure you have coverage that meets your needs. Buckeye Insurance Group and Burgett Insurance working together to protect you.
Top of the third, a 3-2 lead now for West Holmes. At the plate will be the 2, 3, and 4 batters. Peyton Hudson, followed by Briar Klein and Emma Miller. West Holmes, 3 runs, no hits so far. They left a runner on base. Scored the 3 runs and on 4 walks and a couple wild pitches back in that first inning. The pitch, high for a ball, goes to 1-0. Peyton Hudson, she walked and scored back in the first. Addie Sitchner, she has struck out 4 and walked 4 and has thrown 53 pitches so far. 1-0 count to Hudson. McRae alongside Bill Pym for the broadcast. And the pitch swung on to be slapped foul to the backstop. 1 ball, 1 strike. Stay tuned later on tonight for High School Scoreboard on WKLM. It's brought to you by Rody's IGA Marketplace. We'll have those area tournament softball scores for you every 15 minutes all the way until midnight. West Holmes led 3-0 at one point, but Meadowbrook had run in each of the last 2 innings and made it a 1-run contest at 3-2. And the pitch. So when he popped up third base side out of play, goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes to Hudson. We came into this, Bill, feeling like this had a chance to be a really competitive game. We've seen that so far.
Yeah, you like West Holmes' chances. You really do what you've seen so far, as you say.
The pitch won't be a foul to the backstop. It'll stay at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Hudson will stay alive.
She's way, way, way behind.
Yeah.
Her foul balls are really foul.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Well, it's indicative, too. We mentioned Sitcha has pretty good speed out there. She struck out 4 and walked 4, so when she's been in the strike zone, she's been successful. But has been inconsistent in that department. Here is the pitch. Down low and away. Good take, goes to 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Well, like I say, the bad thing about it for West Holmes is Proper made the last out.
Yeah, right.
So you got 8 batters until she comes up again, unfortunately. So Peyton Hudson has to get on base.
Down low, ball 3. 1 more pitch away from doing that. It's a full count.
She has to be Zelina Propri if that's even possible. But if she can get on base, then you go with Klein, you go Miller and Dial. You got hitters coming up behind her.
Columbia bouncer or a foul again, and she'll slap it away to stay alive on that foul ball behind home plate.
I'm not sure that wasn't ball 4 right there.
Yeah, very close.
Yep.
Full count. And the Killbuck Savings Bank proudly supporting the local youth, and they hope that you will knock it out of the park. Full count, Peyton Hudson to start things off in the top of the third, 3-2 West Holmes. And the pitch. Swami fouled back again and out of play. And making this a tough at bat, Peyton Hudson. Eight pitches so far in this at bat.
Athletic director Adam really retrieving balls today.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Payoff again. That's high. Ball 4. That'll walk her. What an at bat by Peyton Hudson.
Yeah. You know, you look back when you win games or lose games, just at bats like that that really matter. You kind of forget about those things. How many balls does she foul off?
Right.
5 maybe?
Yep. In that neighborhood, so.
And look who's up. Like I say, now you got hitters behind you, so she is playing the role of Zelina Proper by getting on base.
The pitch to Klein, low and rolls to the backstop. That'll be a wild pitch and allows Hudson to advance to second. 1-0 count to Briar Klein, who walked at her first at bat. That was the 5th walk through by Sitchner of the ballgame when she walked Hudson. So walk, then a wild pitch. Now all of a sudden you have a runner in the scoring position for your top power hitter of the lineup.
If you've done your scouting, you just put her on right here.
In the dirt, and ball skips to the backstop, so another wild pitch. And that allows Hudson to get to third base.
Sitting 2-0 is all the more reason to put her on base.
Yeah.
Because I'll tell you what, she's sitting dead red fastball right here. She gets it, she's going to drive it somewhere. You watch. Pay attention, man.
More than K. I'm watching right now.
Something's going to happen right here.
Here's the pitch. Now low goes to the backstop, and that'll be another wild pitch. Another run will score via the wild pitch. So the wild pitch has been kind of the name of the game today here. Just not able to block those balls behind the plate certainly be another key. And West Holmes has now taken a 4-2 advantage.
I'm not sure I've ever seen a game where you scored 4 runs and they were all on wild pitches.
Yeah. And West Holmes still have yet to get that first hit. Klein, as you mentioned, you would think no reason to throw a strike here either. at this juncture, but we'll see.
Yeah, you might as well just put her on.
Yeah. The pitch. Indeed, that will be ball 4. So Klein will take her base, her second walk today. 6th walk thrown by Sitchna. Nobody out. West Holmes has added a runner already. A runner at first base. They're up 4-2. Here's Emma Miller, another dangerous bat. She did strike out swinging in her first at bat.
I can't say it enough. You just go up there and look at pitches and just get as many runs as you can. Just looking.
Here's the pitch. It's going to be a bouncer toward third. Goes over the top of the glove of Norman at third, and everybody's going to be safe.
I think we have to call that a hit, don't we?
I guess we do. So
First hit of the game.
So first hit of the contest, indeed. That'll be from Emma Miller. Infield single now. Runners at first and second, and still nobody out. Officially, they call that a single, so we are on board with the official scores from West Holmes. Here's Payson Dial, who walked and scored in the first. The pitch. Shows bunt. She'll bunt it down the first baseline. Glove thrown to first base in time for the out by Sitchna. The sack bunt does advance the runners to second and third. It's a good job executing that sack bunt. 1-3 put out. Second and third, one away. Here's Mari Patterson. Hit into a 6-2 fielder's choice in that first. In a situation again is Patterson for a chance to give her team some more runs. The pitch going to be a cold strike on the inside corner. 0-1 count to Patterson. A run has scored. 4-2 lead for West Holmes. Top of the third, looking for some more. And the pitch. Shows bunt. She'll pull it back in there for a strike. Didn't pull it back in time. A low pitch goes to 0-2. And again, as we've talked about, Bill, you have the 2-run lead, but you kind of get the sense that may not be enough. So you want to get more if you can get them here in this inning. Here's the pitch. It's going to be a bouncer toward short. That'll be gloved. Thrown to first base, going to be in time for the out. That will score a run, though. That'll not get inclined. That bounced deep in the hole. And again, had to kind of hesitate, and she had to go to that short out at first base. So run does score. West Holmes now a 5-2 lead on the ground out to short.
RBI for Patterson.
It will be, and Miller advances to third. 2 outs, and now Jocelyn only at the plate. She struck out looking in her first at bat. So 2 more runs have scored for West Holmes in the third. The pitch. Inside, ball 1. Well, you can't say West Holmes hasn't come to play today. They've been ready from the get-go. And again, as we have the 5-2 lead right now here in the third. Here's the pitch. Down low, but it became ball 2, now a 2-0 count.
The more innings that get played and the more you stay ahead, the more you start thinking, gosh, we can win this thing and be in the district finals.
Yeah. And put that pressure on Meadowbrook.
Absolutely.
The pitch. It's going to be a line toward first, caught by the first baseman, McKendall Boyer, for out number 3. That'll do it for the inning, but West Holmes does score a pair of runs. They'll do that as well on a base hit in the inning, and also had a runner left. And now through 2.5, West Holmes a 5-2 lead. This is District Tournament Softball on WKLM.
Healthcare feels easier when you feel understood. At Pomerene Hospital, you'll find people who take the time to listen so you can feel cared for and ready for life ahead. From the first appointment to the care you need next, Pomerene keeps things simple, local, and connected. For family checkups, women's care, specialty treatment, surgery, and more, Pomerene is where your community goes to feel better. Pomerene Hospital, caring for our community's health.
Congratulations, class of 2026. Your future is just getting started, and Buckeye Career Center is here to help you take the next step. BCC offers 10 full-time adult education programs, Class A and B CDL training, and part-time options as well. Attend our Adult Education Open House June 9th from 4:30 to 6:30 p.m. at Buckeye Career Center and have your $50 application fee waived. Learn more at buckeyecareercenter.org. Discover your passion and prepare for your future at Buckeye Career Center.
Call Berlin Heating and Cooling, your Rheem Pro partner, and you know you're calling the very best. Berlin Heating and Cooling services and installs Rheem and all types of furnaces and air conditioning equipment. Berlin Heating and Cooling. They're your local team you can trust. Call them today at 330-893-3057. That's 330-893-3057.
Bottom half of the third, a 5-2 West Holmes lead. Here's the pitch. Swami at grounder toward third. Gloved again by Walters. Throws the first in time for the out. And Zoe Walters, she's been a vacuum cleaner at third base so far today. There's now one away on one pitch.
Well, you like to see it if you're the Knights. One pitch from the 9-hitter. Now you're going to the top. We know they got some power up there. That wasn't the 9-hitter, was it?
That was number one. That was the player that hit the home run, right?
You're right.
Just making sure. So even bigger out when you consider that.
Yeah. Okay.
Here's the pitch. Fastball in there for a strike. 0-1 counts. Yeah, Addie Schulteis, who hit the home run on the first pitch, swinging back in the first. She grounds out the third to start off this third inning.
Yeah, I'm letting Kim Muncie bat there in the 10 spot. That's my mistake. Shame on me, Coach.
Here's the pitch. In the dirt, ball one. I just had to make sure. 1-1 count to Jordan Varginson. She grounded out the third in the first inning.
Did Schultes hit the first pitch when she hit that home run?
She did.
Yeah, so she's seen two pitches.
Yeah. The pitch. High and lays off at ball two. 2-1 count. Meadowbrook, by the way, the 2 runs on 2 hits. They left the runner on base. Briar Klein, she has not struck out anybody. She has walked a batter. And she is now thrown 26 pitches so far, making 27 pitches. Here's the pitch. Swung a slapper, going to be foul. Bounces behind home plate. Goes to 2 balls, 2 strikes to Varginson.
That's all we've seen this girl do is slap. So you may have to make adjustments. Your shortstop has to come in a little bit closer. Your outfielders have to come in closer until she proves something different. Of course, remember the girl at Madison that did all the slapping, and then they moved in and she started unloading.
Here's the pitch. Swami slapped again, foul to the backstop.
Yeah, shortstop needs to go over a little more in the hole. Maybe even second baseman go over and play on the other side of the bag. I believe you can do that in high school.
Yep.
You can't do it in the major leagues anymore.
No, you can't.
You don't see teams do that, though, adjust much, according to where the players are going to hit the ball.
Not typically. But I think you're right. You get yourself a better spot, then more chance to make that out. That's going to be outside. Good take, going to be ball 3, a full count now to Varginson. Good battle here right now between Klein and Varginson. 1 out, nobody aboard for Meadowbrook. West Holmes a 5-2 lead in the bottom of the third from Meadowbrook. Here's the pitch. Now low, ball 4, that'll Walker. So good at bat. Ends up drawing the second walk through the game by Briar Klein. And now some dangerous bats here in the 4 and 5 holes for Meadowbrook, as we mentioned the numbers earlier. Summer again, who rounded out the third. In her first at bat, she stands in. Runner on, 1 out. 5-2 West Holmes in the third inning. Klein. Now with the pitch. Fastball in the outside corner. Nice spot there. It's a 0-1 count. Hobron's Insurance, located at 170 South Clay Street in Millersburg. For a quote on your auto, home, farm, business, life, health, and annuity needs, call Hobron's Insurance, 800-340-3767. The 0-1. High, lays off. It's going to be ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike again.
This girl is an extra base hitting machine. 15 doubles, 5 triples, and 5 home runs.
Wow.
That is 25 extra base hits. That's a lot.
Yes, it is. Here's the pitch. It's going to be a bouncer toward short. Going to be off the mid of the shortstop. Maddie Schenkel in the left field. Over to center base, over to second base. There's Varginson. Now runners now first and second with 1 out.
I'll let you score that one.
I say E6. It was hit hard. No question about it. But right at her. I think West Holmes scores it. They're going to say error as well. So McKendall Boyer's at the plate. She singled in the first. 2 runners aboard, 1 out. Here's the pitch. So I'll be popped up first base side, foul territory. It's out of play.
For those of you wondering how Matt knew that was scored that way, we got somebody on a cell phone, doing what you call it, game changer?
Game changer,
You're looking on your phone immediately. Somebody in Illinois is probably looking they can see that as well.
They can. Right? Anybody can look at that, absolutely.
That's amazing.
It is. Really nice to have that. It's going to be a foul back and out of play. 0-2 count to McKendall Moore. I can remember back at one time we'd actually have, if there was an official score at the game, we'd have them give us a thumb up or thumb down, whether they call that an error or not.
Yep.
But now we can look at our cell phones to find that out.
When I was in high school, we had one of the senior girls as the scorekeeper, and I'd go butter her up and say, "That was a hit. That was a hit."
Yep. Help out those stats.
Yeah, be really nice to her, and she'd give me a hit. That's how I got my average to what it was. It still wasn't great. Thank you, Jackie. She's out in Montana right now.
Yep, 1-2. High for a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Man, I wish I would have known that back in my day, see?
Always be nice to the scorekeeper.
Yes. 2-2 count to Boyer. Right now, Klein trying to work herself out of a jam. The pitch. So I'll be lifted the air towards short. Going to be take a bounce. Gloved over to second for the force out. Nice play by Schenkel that time. Took a little tweener hop, but she was able to field it cleanly off the dirt and forced out. Again at second base. Ferguson does go to the third base, so it'll be runners at the corners now with 2 down.
I scored 6 unassisted. Fielder's choice for the batter.
So the fielder's choice, and now runners at first and third, 2 outs. Here's Addie Stitchna, who grounded out the second in her first at bat. West Holmes 1 out away from getting out of this without any damage. Here is the pitch. Fastball in there for a strike. She'll get the call. It's an 0-1 count. Stitchna trying to get her team a little bit closer here with a base hit here. See who wins this battle. Boyer did not take off on that last pitch. She's still at first base. The pitch. It's going to be a bouncer toward short. Fumble by Schenkel. And able to make a throw, and it'll be an error short. Second error of the inning. And a run will score as a result. Makes it a 5-3 ball game. So over to scoring was Vargason from third. To second base is Boyer. At first base is going to be Stitchna. And now Natalie Norman will be at the plate.
That run is unearned. Every run after this is unearned with the 2 errors. You're a tough scorekeeper giving errors. What did the phone say on that one?
I didn't look at that one. I thought that was definitely an error. That's going to be popped up straight back out of the play. 0-1 count to Norman.
I can tell you our pitcher's father.
Yes, you
think everything's in error.
I admit that. Yeah.
I don't blame you. I'd think the same way. That's why your kid has like a .02.
That's
ERA.
Right. Unfortunately, you don't let me do the scorekeeping.
That's funny.
Here's the 0-1. So want to be popped up down the right field line. Foul territory going to be out of reach. Goes to 0-2 to Norman. Good start for Klein in this at bat, trying to get that third out.
Yeah, really important to get out of this inning with just 2 runs scoring.
5-3 Lady Knights. Winner moving on to Wednesday's district championship game. Again, Triway playing Rootstown also tonight, being video live streamed on the YouTube page. The pitch swung on, be a fly ball towards shallow center field, run over and make the running catch. That's Lena Proper for out number 3. So Meadowbrook, they do get a run scored here in the inning, and also there were no hits, 2 errors, and 2 runners left. And now through 3 innings, West Holmes a 5-3 advantage over Meadowbrook. This is District Tournament Softball on WKLM.
Since 1975, Kaufman Realty and Auctions has been an industry pioneer in real estate at auction. This is Anthony Kaufman. Some companies come and go, and some experience ownership changes, but Dave Kaufman has owned and overseen every aspect of his company. During that time, Kaufman Realty and Auctions has grown and expanded to meet increasing customer needs while always staying on the cutting edge of technology and giving back to the community. Rooted in tradition, growing through innovation, we are Kaufman Realty and Auctions in Millersburg, Sugar Creek, New Philadelphia, Cambridge, and at KaufmanRealty.com.
At Beaches, we're about keeping you safe and on the road. We believe in building lasting relationships through a trustworthy service. Our team cares about delivering quality every time. We offer auto, diesel, heavy-duty, and tire services. Our Winesburg location is open 7 a.m. to midnight, located at 2653 US 62. Call Winesburg at 330-359-5421. Our Berlin location is open 7 a.m. to 4 p.m., located at 5979 County Road 201. Call Berlin at 330-674-6970. Explore our full range of services and easily schedule your next appointment at beaches.com.
At Home Siding Contractors, our mission is to give homeowners a quality product, whether it's our vinyl siding or our energy-efficient replacement windows and doors. Home Siding Contractors is ready to turn your home into one of your biggest energy-saving assets. You'll notice the difference as your home will stay warmer in the winter and cooler in the summer. Call 888-725-6619 for a in-home estimate or find all of our products at homesiding.com.
And top half of the fourth inning, 5-3 lead for West Holmes in Division 4 District Semifinal softball for Meadowbrook. West Holmes the 2-run lead, and first pitch high for ball one to Trinity Ramsire. Here's the second offering. That'll be in there for a called strike. 8-9-1 batters for West Holmes. Ramsire followed by Zoe Walters in the top of the order. Ramsire, she did strike out in her first at bat. West Holmes 5 runs on just 1 hit so far. They've left 2 runners on base. Addie Sichna, the senior, she's in the circle, the pitch. In there for a strike. 1-2 the count. She struck out 4. She's walked 6. And she has thrown 76 pitches already in this ballgame. 5-3 West Holmes, top of the fourth. Here is the pitch. So it'll be a foul back and out of play. Stays at 1-2. At the conclusion of this contest, we'll be announcing the Table Rock Pizza Player of the Game. They're located in downtown Berlin. Give them a call, 330-449-9955, or visit them on the web at TableRockPizza.com. That player receives a gift certificate. That pitch going to be a cold strike 3 at the knees. Strikeout looking, her second strikeout today for Ramsire, fifth strikeout thrown by Sichna.
This is the same scenario we had in the second inning where your 8-9 hitters are leading off, and then you got the Proper with 2 outs. You hope that Walter can get on base here. And like I say, it all goes back to having Gabby Fowler out of the lineup. Everything gets thrown off.
One more good at bat that you have in that lineup that isn't there. Shows Butchell bunted up in the air, takes a bounce on the first baseline, bounces foul though. Nice stop, but Walter's have to go back to the batter's box. She did strike out in her first at bat. In that player of the game receives a gift certificate for a small one-topping pizza from Table Rock Pizza. But as you mentioned, Bill, West Holmes would like to get a runner on board here for Proper with less than 2 outs. See if they can do that. The pitch. So it'll be a foul back. Good cut that time, but it goes to 0-2.
I always like to have a good hitter in the 9-hole, or at least someone that got on base a lot. I've said this before, my good teams at Trawley in the 80s, Bruce Williams hit 9th and walked 38 times one year.
Wow.
That's a lot of walks.
Yes, it is. Mm-hmm.
You got Tony Race hitting behind him, it just makes a big difference when you have people on base from the bottom of the order.
The pitch. Swing and a miss, high heat, strike 3, and it's back-to-back Ks to begin the inning. The 6th strikeout thrown by Sichna, so 2 outs, nobody aboard. Same scenario as we had back in the second, and now Proper at the plate.
Yep, you have to like that if you're Meadowbrook.
Proper is 0 for 1 with a walk, a ground out the second, and a run scored. 5-3 West Holmes, top of the fourth. And the pitch. That'll be high, makes it ball 1. Melway Paving Company, a well-known asphalt paving contractor for Holmes and surrounding counties since 1964, specializing in asphalt paving, crack sealing, seal coating, chip and seal, and pavement planing. The 1-0. Down low and away, makes it ball 2, 2-0 count now to Proper. West Holmes scored 3 times in the first and 2 in the third. That's their total of 5 so far. Meadowbrook has scattered their 3 runs, 1 in each of the first 3 innings. The pitch. That's down low and away. Ball 3, 3-0 count to Proper. If you can just get her on, Bill, even if there's 2 outs, she's always a threat to score.
Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing. As the coach said in the pregame, if she gets on first, she's pretty much at second. You're going to run the first pitch.
That will be in there for a strike, makes it 3-1.
With first base open, 2 outs, they're not going to walk Peyton Hudson to get to Briar Klein. So, Hudson's got to do something there.
Sichna stares in. Time called. Maybe some dirt in the eyes of the catcher, Annie Randalls.
Was Hudson the one that fouled off all the pitches last time, ended up getting a walk?
She
right?
was,
okay.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, if I'm coaching, we always said about being batters ahead and innings ahead. So my mind's already thinking, okay, she's going to be on second base, this girl batting right now.
Right.
And then my attention's going to the girl on deck, and I see he just went down and talked to her. That's good coaching.
Always be ready for that next step.
Anybody can coach in the moment.
Yeah, right.
The great coaches coach ahead of the moments.
That pitch. It's going to be a line to third, caught by the third baseman, Natalie Norman, in the inning.
I didn't see that happening in my future.
You didn't see that? Okay. Well, yeah, she hit that one a hard shot. That's why they call it the hot corner. But that will do it for the inning. West Holmes goes down in order here in the fourth and through 3.5. West Holmes 5, Meadowbrook 3. This is District Tournament Softball on WKLM.
Whether you're exploring faith for the first time or looking for a place to call home, Northside Church invites you to be a part of their growing community. Join them for services Sundays at 9 and 10:30 a.m., where you'll find inspiring messages and a welcoming atmosphere for all ages. And for 6th to 12th graders, Northside Student Ministry meets Wednesdays at 6:30 p.m. during the school year. Visit them at 1207 Worcester Road, just north of Joel Pomeranian Hospital in Millersburg. They can't wait to meet you at Northside Church.
At Mack Oilfield Service, they offer specialized trucking, water hauling, dirt work, and general oil field service in New York, Pennsylvania, West Virginia, and Ohio. They have the equipment and manpower to tackle any task handed to them. The future lies in the hands of our youth, and Mack Oilfield Service is proud to support them. Call Mack Oilfield Service for all your oil field needs at 330-674-7371. That's 330-674-7371.
Make sure your Medicare open enrollment plan allows you to receive the pharmacy service you deserve. This is Joel Gauss from Premier Pharmacy, and did you know that Medicare prescription plans are constantly changing from one year to the next? More and more plans are increasing copays or trying to force you into using their plan-owned mail-order pharmacies. Let us help you prepare for the upcoming year by scheduling a consultation with one of our expert team members, or tell your current insurance expert to make sure your plan allows you to get your prescriptions at one of our local Premier Pharmacy locations in Berlin, Millersburg, and now also in downtown Sugar Creek. Thank you for allowing us to be your local, hometown, independent pharmacy.
5-3 lead for West Holmes. At the plate for Meadowbrook is the 7-8-9 batters. Riley Davis lead things off. Her first pitch, she popped it up high in the air into shallow right, but it bounced just into foul territory. So break for there for West Holmes. Could have been a bloop single, but instead it'll be an 0-1 count to Davis. Here's Briar Klein now with the pitch. It's going to be a bouncer. Near the circle, gloved by Klein, throws to first base, going to be not in time. It'll be an infield single. You knew there was going to be trouble once it's a little squibber in front of home plate, and it will be an infield single for Davis.
Yeah, nothing's happening the way I think it is right now. I was, like I say, thinking ahead, innings ahead. If I'm the West Holmes coach, I'm thinking, okay, 7, 8, 9 are up. We're going to get them 1, 2, 3. I'm looking at Schultes leading off the following inning, but now she's going to come up with runners on.
Here's the butt on the third baseline, glove by Walters. Throws the first in time for the out. What a play again by Zoe Walters. She's been outstanding at third base.
Outstanding. What'd you say, a vacuum cleaner?
It's like a vacuum cleaner.
She was coming in like a sprinter on that one.
She was on it. Sack bunt successful. It does Vance Davis to second, but good to get that out if you're West Holmes.
I'm not sure I've ever seen a girl run that fast coming in to field a bunt. Well done. Looked like Carl Lewis in the 100 meters right there.
She did. She knew what she was doing.
There's a name from the past, huh?
Yeah, he was a good one. Not so good at singing national anthems, but he could run. Emma again at the plate. Now the pitch. Fastball in there for a strike. It's an 0-1 count.
Usain Bolt, that's a name from Jamaica, right?
Oh, yeah, he was a great one, too.
Saw some show. There's a new Usain Bolt from Jamaica coming up.
Oh, is that right?
That's maybe better than him.
Well, they've always got that next guy over there, don't they?
What are they doing in Jamaica? They run so fast.
Yeah. Here's the 0-1. So we're going to be popped up. Third base side foul territory. Can it be a kind of a lead? Was she on it? Yes. Wow. Again, Zoe Walters with a grab against the foul fence near the third base dugout.
Zoe Walters pulling out her best Brooks Robinson tonight.
Oh, she is. Another name we're pulling out from the past there.
All the listeners are going, who's that?
Everybody's Googling that name right now.
Right, Brooks Robinson.
Now the top of the order, Addie Schulteis. 1 for 2 with the home run. She's swung at the first pitch each of her first 2 at-bats.
First base is open.
Klein with the pitch. Fastball pounded in there. That time she took the pitch. It's an 0-1 count.
What's she hitting?
418.
Yeah, I don't think I want any part of this girl. Got the slap hitter on deck, right?
Yep. So I'm going to be fouled on the bouncer down the third base side. It goes to 0-2 to Schulteis. Yeah, one swing of the bat, you can tie it up.
Yeah. Yep. You got her 2 strikes. I wouldn't give her anything to hit. Everything from here on out is out of the strike zone. If you walk her, so be it. Just hope your catcher can stop the ball.
The pitch. That is high and away. Runner going through the third base, going to be a high throw, and she will be safe. A good throw probably got her, but it'll be Davis a stolen base now at third.
And let's also point out that third baseman Brooks Robinson catching that high throw, extending full out. Wow, she's playing well.
Yeah, saving some runs and some outs here for West Holmes. Is Zoe Walters at third. Here's the pitch. High for a ball, goes to 2 balls, 2 strikes. (5-3) West Holmes for the moment with 2 outs. Runner at third base, and Schulteis at the plate.
Big pitch right here in the game.
And the pitch. Swing and a miss on the high fastball, strike 3.
Wow.
What a strikeout from Klein.
Wow.
Her first of the day, that comes at a good time, I would say. No runs for Meadowbrook here in the bottom of the 4th. 1 hit and no errors, and a runner left through 4. West Holmes 5, Meadowbrook 3. This is District Tournament Softball on WKLM.
Express Power Washing is Northeast Ohio's premier washing and soft washing company. Their expert team uses state-of-the-art equipment and eco-friendly cleaning solution to rejuvenate your home's exterior, roofs, decks, driveways, and more. Home with a 2-year guarantee. If the green comes back, they come back. For more information, call 330-231-4392. That's 330-231-4392.
Denko Marketing and Tricor Industrial, 2 reputable entities, are the proud sponsors of this broadcast. Denko takes pride in distributing garage door parts and producing specialty tools, serving customers at home and abroad. Need superior tools for your project? Head to Tricor Industrial on Bowman Street in Worcester, boasting an impressive lineup of Milwaukee power tools, Wright tools, grade 5, grade 8, and stainless steel fasteners. While visiting, don't overlook their steel blue work boots and wide selection of drill bits, taps, and dies. Denko and Tricor, proud partners of making an impact in your community.
Top of the 5th inning, 5-3 lead still for West Holmes. At the plate going to be the 2, 3, and 4 batters. Peyton Hudson followed by Briar Klein, and Emma Miller will be at the plate. West Holmes with the 5 runs. They've still got just a 1 hit for the game. He left 2 runners on base. Addie Stitchner, she struck out 6 and she's walked 6. 86 pitches thrown by her entering this 5th inning. Hudson stands in. She's walked twice so far today. She's scored 2 times. That's going to be inside, ball 1.
We talked at the top of the game about, the 2 names, Briar Klein, Zelina Proper. You didn't mention Peyton Hudson and Zoe Walter. Those 2 are playing big roles today.
They are. Down low, going to be ball 2 and a 2-0 count to Hudson.
She's walked twice and scored twice, and Zoe Walter at third base has been really unbelievable. I don't call everybody Brooks Robinson, just so you know.
Yeah, the pitch going to be down low, ball 3. That's kind of those things where maybe you don't look in the box score, doesn't stand out, but if you're watching the game, you realize how important those outs were that Walters was making at third base.
Absolutely. Coach knows. I guarantee you that.
Yep. Here's the 3-0. A Colts strike on the outside corner. Thought it was ball 4, but not so fast. Makes it 3-1.
Pretty generous strike there.
Yes.
Peyton Hudson gets on base, good things are going to happen.
Yeah. Here's the pitch. Swami slapped away and foul over the third base side dugout. Full count now to Hudson.
Boy, if you could keep foul balls here, you'd have a whole slew of kids standing in the same spot right over there.
Yep.
Right?
That's the spot. I wouldn't be parking my car over there either.
Adam Braley's moved so he doesn't have to go get those balls, it looks like.
Yeah. Smart man. High for ball 4. Yeah. So Hudson will get another leadoff walk. So this is her third walk today and the 7th walk thrown by Sichna.
That's just as important as the base hits. I keep saying that over and over and over.
With Billy Bean said in Moneyball right there, you like the walks. Be high for a ball, 1-0 count. Briar Klein has walked twice herself. She scored a run.
Speaking of walks, Billy Bean probably likes home runs, too, if they had him. Hit him, right?
Yep. Swung on be foul to the backstop. Goes to 1 ball, 1 strike.
Is that the Oakland A's?
Oakland A's.
Who are doing pretty well this year, I might add.
Yeah.
For not having a home.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Aren't they playing in a minor league stadium this year?
I believe that's the case, yes.
Yeah.
Because like last year, they shared somebody else's major league stadium, I think. But that pitch, way high, goes to the backstop. That'll be a pass ball. It's going to allow Hudson to go to second base.
Well, either last year or 2 years ago, they weren't playing. Or no, it was their last year in the Oakland Stadium, and the fans boycotted that first game. Was against the Guardians.
Right.
Nobody came.
Yeah.
That hurts.
Yep. Pitch swung up, he popped up first base side, foul territory. Going to be right in between the first baseman and the catcher as well. So big break there will be a foul ball strike, 2-2 count decline instead of a pop out. The Klein can square something up here. Hasn't had a lot of pitches to swing at today.
Boy, those are plays if you're Meadowbrook you have to make, especially against Briar Klein. She'll kill you if you don't.
Yep, should have been in that first out. Here's the pitch. High for a ball, goes to a full count and out of Klein. Stay tuned later on tonight to High School Scoreboard on WKLM, brought to you by Roadie's on GA Marketplace, while the area tournament softball scores for you every 15 minutes all the way until midnight. Here's the payoff. Going to be a Colts strike 3 on the inside corner. Nice pitch by Sichna. So she'll get her 7th strikeout then today. So 7 strikeouts, 7 walks by Sichna today. And now Emma Miller at the plate, who's 1 for 2 with a strikeout for herself.
It's a tough call on Briar Klein.
Yeah. Hudson at second, 1 out. 5-3 West Holmes. We're in the 5th inning. The pitch. That'll seal high for a ball. West Holmes would love to add on a run here. They're got the 2-run cushion right now. Here is the pitch. Swung to be foul to the backstop. Good swing there. Goes to 1 ball, 1 strike. Of course, the West Holmes baseball team will get their tournament run started with a big one tomorrow, sectional final at Addison. So West Holmes baseball team that's been kind of up and down this year, Bill, feel like they're playing pretty good baseball right now and see what they can do on the road tomorrow.
Well, they're coming off a big win against Highland,
yes.
1-0. Don't think anybody saw that coming.
Called strike on the inside corner, goes to 1-2.
But we said all year we've done a lot of West Holmes baseball games. You know, that's a team you probably jump on in tournament. Oh, they've only won whatever.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to play West Holmes.
No.
Brock Gallion, that whole lineup. No.
The pitch. So going to be a fly ball, deep right center field. Near the fence
boy.
is going to be gone. A home run to right center.
Oh, boy.
Emma Miller, her 7th home run of the season. Opposite field power that time, Bill.
Oh, my.
How about that? A 2-run shot. And West Holmes now a 7-3 lead. That's a big one right there with 1 out in the inning.
He called that pitch a strike. The pitch before she turned around and looked at that umpire. Looks could kill.
Yeah.
I tell you what.
They made her mad.
Little attitude. I kind of like it.
I like it too.
Wow. Emma Miller. Big home run.
I think West Holmes is liking it right now. And that's the one thing we haven't seen so far from West Holmes today. They really have not gotten many hits. That's just their 2nd hit today, but that was a big blast.
2nd hit today. How about that?
Going to be a pitching change, it looks like, for Meadowbrook, so we'll take a timeout. 7-3 West Holmes in the 5th. Back after this on WKLM.
Spring in the summer with Meadowbrook Electric's Holiday Mega Sale, going on now through June 3rd. Savings throughout the store, including the top-rated line of Speed Queen laundry products. Get over $3,000 in savings in rebates on kitchen packages from GE Profile or KitchenAid. Building and remodeling, package discounts are available, and Meadowbrook Electric will keep your appliance package in stock until you're ready for delivery. Get 12 months interest-free financing with approved credit during the Spring in the Summer event at Meadowbrook Electric on State Route 83 or 24/7 at meadowbrook.com.
Hey, other guys' insurance, you got Kyle.
Hey, Kyle, it's Brenda. I was just reading through your proposal, and I have a few questions.
When we drafted up your proposal, we really aimed right down the middle.
Sometimes wonder if your insurance agent true priority is more time on the golf course. At Hummel, we do insurance differently. Our expert advisors help you not only mitigate risk, but operate more efficiently, decrease employee turnover, and increase your bottom line.
Lefty, so a little different look here for West Holmes to face now as she replaces Addie Stitchna. And at the plate going to be Payson Dial after the two-run homer by Emma Miller. 7-3 West Holmes in the fifth. And the pitch by Boyer swung on, be fouled back, and in a play goes to 0-1. Stitchna will go to first base, so a straight change there. 7-3 West Holmes. We're in the top of the fifth. Boyer toes the rubber, and the pitch. So want to be fouled back, and in the play goes to 2 balls, 2 strikes. The Kendall Boyer 4-0 record, 2.74 ERA herself, 53 2/3 innings pitched on the season, and she's allowed 26 runs, 21 earned, and 47 hits. She's struck out 55 and walked 12. And the pitch. So want to be fouled to the backstop. Stays at 0-2. Mac Ray alongside Bill Pym for the broadcast. And West Holmes, they've come out, as we talked about, Bill, come out ready to go today, and they've really had this lead since the get-go.
Yeah, they swing the bat hard. This girl right here's another one. She's taking a pretty good rip at it, too. We've watched her from the beginning of the year as a freshman grow every game.
The pitch. Down low, good take. Goes to 1-2 to Dial.
We always knew she was a good catcher, and she threw well. Her bat's come around now just so much quicker than it was at the beginning of the year. She's hitting, 274.
Yeah.
For a freshman.
Really good. The pitch in the dirt rolls to the backstop. Goes to 2 balls, 2 strikes. Yeah, most freshmen are playing in JV at this point, so as you mentioned, she had to grow up in a hurry, and she's done that.
Yeah. And we've said before, with the summer programs the way they are, travel ball for girls softball, it's really a big thing. So this girl's probably played, 70, 80 games a summer for how many summers?
Yep.
Right?
Yep. Swung on, be a bouncer towards second. They'll be gloved by Muncie. Throws the first in time for the out. And that'll be the second out of the inning. 4-3 on the put out. At the plate with bases clear, Mari Patterson. Patterson, so far, she's reached base one time, got an RBI, had a ground out in her last at bat.
And we've said it before, just watching the way the girls' softball game has grown and evolved over the years, just from those summer programs and travel ball and watching the girls play all the time in off-season programs. These girls are good.
High pitch, they are. It'll be ball 1, 1-0 count. Yeah, as you mentioned, that's really become a big thing, and you're playing throughout the summer, and I'm sure some off-season programs too, so it's come a long way. Boyer, now the 1-0. So it'll be popped up toward first, and making the catch, that's going to be Stitchna for the third out. However, a 2-run homer by Emma Miller, her 7th home run of the year, has given West Holmes a 7-3 lead through 4.5. This is District Tournament Softball on WKLM.
There may be other choices out there, but when it comes to tires and service, there's really only one place to go. Meadowbrook Tire Service. In business for over 73 years, it's not just about the prices, it's about the people and the service. That's why service is in their name. They started back in 1953 from humble beginnings, and today they continue serving homes in the surrounding counties with a beautiful showroom, modern facilities, and even a front porch where you're always welcome. They treat people the way you want to be treated. With all that, there's no reason to go anywhere else. Meadowbrook Tire Service, located on State Route 39, east of Meadowbrook.
Biker Sand and Gravel, serving the central Ohio area of Wayne and Holmes counties since 1935. They are a name and business you can trust. Their products and services include ready-mix concrete, excavating, limestone, sand and gravel, and hauling services. They are locally owned and operated, insured and bonded, and most importantly, ready to serve you. For more information, call 330-674-0038.
7-3 West Holmes in Division 4's district semifinal softball for Meadowbrook. For the Lady Colts at the plate, the 2, 3, and 4 batters, Jordan Vargason, Summer Ginn, and McKendall Boyer. Key inning here for Meadowbrook in the bottom of the 5th, down 7-3. Here's Briar Klein with the pitch. Going to be high for a ball. 1-0 count. Meadowbrook with the 3 runs. They've gotten 3 hits. They've left 4 runners on base. Klein has struck out a batter. She's walked 2. She's thrown 55 pitches for the contest. Vargason 0 for 1 with a walk. Also a ground out and a run scored. Klein, now the 1-0 offering. Fastball in there for a strike. Goes to 1-1. And of course, Shannon Fogelbill coming in there, the first year head coach for this West Holmes team. Did a good solid job here guiding this softball team throughout the spring.
Yeah, it's easy to sit at games, and I tend to do it sometimes. Why you do that? Why'd you do that? Why didn't you,
Yeah.
But 2 things really stand out when I watch him coach.
That pitch high for ball 2, 1 count.
First of all, it's just how fundamentally sound this West Holmes girls are. Their swings, they, are so fundamentally sound. They rip at the ball. They're confident. And the second thing is whenever he talks to them, every girl's eyes are on him.
Right.
You don't see any bad body language or girls coming out of the huddle rolling their eyes or, everybody, when he speaks, everybody listens.
And that's key, having that voice that everybody pays attention to.
Yep, that's not an accident. So you can see the respect they have for him. He's not a rah-rah scream kind of guy, but he tells them what he wants, and they go out and do it, and they're glad to play for him. I can tell that just by watching.
Pitch swung on and be fouled back. It stays at 2 balls, 2 strikes.
So that's not considered a bunt there? Wouldn't that be a foul bunt?
I would say she was swinging as opposed to just sticking it out there. So maybe a judgment call.
Okay, I'm just asking. We need Jake here.
I can hear why you'd say that, but
yeah, shortstop needs to move in a little bit.
Yeah.
Our third baseman's creeping in.
She can make the play. The pitch can be swung on, be popped up toward third, and he takes a bounce. Bounces foul, though, as Walter was charging after it. Did she get a piece of it?
I guess not. It would have been a fair ball if she had.
Well, I think it was. That's what I'm saying. She's staying at first base.
He said foul ball.
Now they're going to come together. Yeah, I didn't think she touched it.
You didn't think she did?
I did not think she touched it.
You had a better angle than I did.
Yeah. But I was looking at her standing at first base. I thought, no, wait a second. So the umpires coming together. And indeed, it is a foul ball. So she will come to the batter's box.
Huh.
A nice try. Why not give it a shot, right? You mentioned Shannon Fogel. We were talking about the travel softball during the summer. And although this is Shannon's first year coaching West Holmes, has done a lot of coaching with those travel teams during the summer. So he certainly has coached a lot of softball. And you can tell, as you talked about, that pitch can be down low, makes it ball 3, a full count.
Well, high school kids, and I always say this as a coach, they can spot a phony a mile away.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Boys and girls both. If you're a phony, they smell you out in a hurry.
Here's the payoff. It's going to be a bouncer toward short. Charged after it, glove by Schenkel. Fires the first, going to be not in time. Infield single for Vargason.
I think I just said the shortstop needs to come in closer, but that's beside the point.
Yep, I think you were correct on that one.
No, but you can see the respect the girls have for him. He's not a phony. He's legit. He's authentic. So, I'm impressed.
4th hit today for Meadowbrook. Leadoff batter aboard. And here's Summer again. 0 for 2 with a ground out. Got on by an error today. Here's the pitch by Klein. It's going to be a bouncer towards second. Love over to second for the force. The first base going to be not in time. Can't turn two, but a 4-3 force out from Patterson to Schenkel, and they will force out the lead runner in Vargason at second.
And I talk about fundamentals. Maury Patterson right there. She fielded that to flip this to short. Just it was all so smooth. You know, somebody's practiced that. Somebody's taught that.
Making it routine.
Yep.
One out now, runner at first base. Still 7-3 West Holmes. Here's McKendall Boyer. 1 for 2 at the plate for her today for the cleanup batter. Shows bunt. Pulls it back in there for a strike. Runner of the second base.
Oh.
Not in time. She'll get the stolen base, and the ball's thrown away. Goes to center field. She'll get the third base now. And ball gets past third base. Throw to home plate will be close, but it'll be high throw. So back-to-back errant throws after the stolen base, and a run scores.
So we had an error on the catcher.
Yep.
On the throw, and we had an error on the center fielder's throw.
Yep.
Okay. So that's an unearned run.
Indeed it is. So that makes it 7-4 without swinging the bat. Oh, 0-1 count.
I guess it still could be an earned run if the next two players would
That's
get
true,
hits,
because there's
right?
less than 2 outs. Yes,
Yeah.
it could be. Mm-hmm. Swing and a miss, strike 2. 0-2 the count.
That's 5 errors for West Holmes.
And that's going to help keep Meadowbrook somewhat in this ballgame still. Although West Holmes has overall played well. Here's the pitch. So want to be fouled away. The count stays at 0-2.
But back to Coach Fogel again. You know, West Holmes lost 17 games this year. It's easy for kids to lose interest at this point in the season, and you don't see that from these girls.
Right.
You know, I think they legitimately think they can win a district title.
Mm-hmm.
And who knows what can happen from there. They could certainly win this game.
Here's the 0-2 again. High, seals to the backstop. Of course, bases are clear, goes to a 1-2 count.
I've done quite a few of their games this year, and I've really enjoyed it. I didn't know much about girls softball, to be honest, but I really have come to love the game. Working with you and working with Jake, who's an umpire. Jake has a lot of answers, so just ask him.
Yep. Yeah, it's a fun game to cover.
It really is. It's a different game than baseball, for sure.
Here's the 1-2. That sails high. Ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. You mentioned the belief that's part of the battle, right? That as a team, you have to go in and believe you can compete with those good teams.
Absolutely. And I think West Holmes does. And there's no reason they shouldn't. When you got Klein hitting home runs and you got the girl behind her, Miller, hitting home runs, and the leadoff batter, and you got a third baseman playing out this.
Swing and a miss and a high heat right there. Strike 3. In right on cue, Briar Klein, her second strikeout thrown in the contest.
She just has to say right now, what's the score? 7-4.
Yes.
She just has to say, "This is my game. I'm gonna take you guys home right now. Jump on my back. I'm in charge. I'm gonna get outs just like that right there."
That's out number 2. Here's the pitch. High, ball 1. Addie Sitchna at the plate. She's 0 for 2 with a ground out and also got on by an error.
Times like this where I just think I should bring up the old walk.
Klein stares in. And now with the pitch. So want to be fouled back. Goes even at 1 ball, 1 strike. MRV Siding Supply has top quality products like Provia Siding, decorative siding, windows and doors. Provia manufacturing stone and accessories on County Road 624 in Millersburg. Call 800-524-7436. Matt Croyle inside Bill Pym for tonight's broadcast. I mentioned, of course, Triway Softball. They're being live streamed currently as well on the WKLM YouTube page. Jake Seidel has the call for that over at Triway.
Do we know the score of that game?
I don't know. I have to check that out. Here's the pitch. It's going to be popped up. First base side, foul territory. It's going to be just out of reach. First baseman Emma Miller goes to 1-2. 1-2 count now to Sitchna.
That Triway program's had a little success, haven't they?
Oh, I'd say so. Yeah, they can play softball and baseball pretty good as well along with that.
Yeah, absolutely.
That pitch swung on, be popped up. First base side may have a chance of this one in foul territory. And making the grab, that'll be Emma Miller for the third out of the inning. By the way, that Triway Ridgetown game tied at 4 after the 6th inning, so quite a ball game there. 4-4 ball game, Triway Rootstown. And now for this game through 5 innings, West Holmes now a 7-4 lead. This is District Tournament Softball on WKLM.
Give your home the protection it deserves with Cedar Max Super Polymer Insulated Siding from MRV Siding Supply. Cedar Max by Provia delivers outstanding performance inside and out, all in a variety of beautiful colors. Backed by a lifetime limited warranty, Cedar Max keeps your home looking great for years to come. Stop by MRV Siding Supply on County Road 624 in Millersburg or MRVsiding.com.
Get your siding supplies from the siding guys. MRV Siding Supply.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owner's insurance agent. Hobron's Insurance Service, 170 South Clay Street in Millersburg. Call 1-800-340-3767.
Already here for the top of the 6th. It's a 7-4 lead for West Holmes. First pitch in there for a cold strike, facing, of course, lefty in senior McKendall Boyer now. She came in relief of Sichna that last inning. She's facing Jocelyn Oney, the 7-8-9 batters for West Holmes. The pitch. Swung on to be foul tip into the mid of the catcher, Annie Randall's. Strike 2, 0-2 count.
If you're Meadowbrook, just like when you're West Holmes, you're looking at 7, 8, 9 in the order, so you're thinking, okay, let's get out of this inning with no damage, and then I see Proper next inning, not this inning with runners on base. If you're West Holmes, you're thinking just the opposite. If one of these players can get on base.
That pitch will going to be bouncing towards second. It'll be gloved by Muncie. Throws the first in time on the 4-3 put out. Only now 0 for 3 today. But this is the part of the lineup that has not been able to get anything going so far today. And Trinity Ramsauer trying to change that. She has 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts so far.
And Zoe Walter behind her 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. So one of them has to get on base here, try to get something going.
7-4 West Holmes are on the top of the 6th. Winner moving on to Wednesday's district championship game. And right now that leader is West Holmes. Here's the pitch. Fastball pounded in there for a cold strike. At the conclusion of today's contest, we'll be announcing the Table Rock Pizza Player of the Game, as that player receives a gift certificate for a one-topping pizza from Table Rock Pizza in downtown Berlin. The 0-1, just outside for a ball.
I might point out in the West Holmes lineup, spots 5 through 9 are all freshmen and sophomores.
Yeah.
3 freshmen and 2 sophomores. And the person you're batting for, the flex, is a freshman.
A lot of talent coming up. Here's the pitch. And high pitch on that bunt attempt. Did she pull it back? Apparently she did. It goes to 2-1.
Gabby Fowler is a sophomore, right?
Yeah, so
she's not even in there. Let's not forget that name.
Key player for next year. Yeah, obviously you're losing some pretty good players in Briar Klein and Selena Proper, but the good news is you do have young players coming up that have got a lot of great experience this year.
Yeah, great experience. You're absolutely right. And freshmen really aren't freshmen at this point in the season. You played all year.
Pitch will be lined foul down the first base side. Goes to 2-2. Three 3-1 lead for West Holmes, up 7-4 in the 6th. This game being video live stream as well on the WKLM YouTube page, courtesy of Claxon Communications. We're also on FM 95.3 and WKLM-FM.com. The pitch down low and away for ball 3, a full count. Blaisdon Mullins back at the studio. Full count now to Trinity Ramsire. West Holmes 11-17 on the year. Meadowbrook 19-7. West Holmes has the 3-run lead. Here's the payoff. Going to be outside. Going to be, apparently that'll be ball 3. Now a full count.
Somebody's got to get on base.
And the payoff. Swung me a foul right back at us.
You didn't duck, did you?
I didn't duck that time.
Okay.
I thought about flinching, but I held I held in there.
I've seen the umpire duck a couple times on regular pitches.
I probably would duck if I was the umpire. That doesn't feel too good when that ball hits you. Here's the payoff again. Going to be a called strike 3 at the knees. That's the second out. First strikeout thrown by McKendall Boyer since coming in relief. Now 2 down, nobody aboard. Now Zoe Walters will stand in.
I've become a big fan of Zoe Walter today.
Yes.
Every game, boys or girls, I seem to pick somebody out and just say, I'm a fan.
The pitch. Swing and a miss. Going to be strike 1.
You got those badges, they wear, the parents wear with their picture of their child in their uniform. I would wear a Zoe Walter badge today. I'm that big a fan. She's played third base Brooks Robinson.
I'll guarantee you Briar Klein's a fan of her with making those plays at third base.
Well put.
There's a pitch high. Shoot a bunt, but she pulls it back. It'll be ball 1. Definitely a pitcher's friend. Making those plays defensively.
Freshman.
Boyer. Now with the pitch. It's going to be a bouncer up the middle, going to be in the center field of base. We just had to talk nice about her, Bill, and she got herself a single.
Waiting for somebody to bring me that badge to put on my shirt right now. Just keep bigging it. I may be the president of the Zoe Walter fan club if there is one.
There's a badge out there somewhere, I know it. Now to the top of the order. Again, a base hit by Walters that keeps the inning alive for Zelina Proper. Proper looking for her first hit today. She's reached base one time. She has walked in, scored today, and also a ground out and a line out. The pitch. In there for a strike, runner going, and no throw made. It was fumbled by Randall. Stolen base now for Walters. And
what was the call?
See, went too soon. Had my head down. All of a sudden, everybody's walking off to the dugout. So I'm going to have to say maybe she took off. I don't know what happened with there. That's the only thing I can think of. So out number 3, apparently, maybe going too soon on that run. So that'll do it here for the inning. So West Holmes does not score. And through 5.5, a 7-4 West Holmes lead. This is District Tournament Softball on WKLM.
MEB Systems, the area's flat roof specialist. MEB Systems also offers retrofit solutions for low-slope metal roofs. MEB Systems counts it as a privilege to serve our community and beyond with the highest level of customer service and top-notch workmanship. Let them not only learn your business, but also your trust. When it comes to your roof, trust your local experts who believe if it's a job worth doing, it's worth doing right. Call MEB Systems, your flat roof specialist, at 330-852-4333 or visit them online at mbsystems.com. MEB Systems wishes all local athletes the best success this year.
Are you ready to accelerate towards your dreams with a new car, ATV, boat, or some extra cash for personal needs? This is Zach Deidinger, a banking center manager at the Commercial and Savings Bank, here to help you fund your next adventure. Our team of experts is committed to finding the right solution for you with competitive rates, flexible terms, and personalized service. Visit csb1.com to apply online or give us a call at 800-654-9015 to speak with a loan specialist and discover the CSB advantage. The Commercial and Savings Bank. Relationships you can bank on. Member FDIC.
Home half of the 6th inning. First pitch down low for a ball to Natalie Norman to start off this inning. Home half of the 6th, a 7-4 West Holmes lead. Meadowbrook is at the plate. Briar Klein now with the pitch. It's going to be a line up the middle. Knocked down by Klein. Picks up in the circle. Throws the first in time for the out.
My.
What a play defensively by the pitcher, Briar Klein. Well, that came on a shot off the bat, Bill. Looked like it was going to be up the middle in the center of field, but Klein somehow knocked that ball down.
I don't even know how she got a glove on. It was hit so hard. Those are the kind of plays that get you closer to a victory. You're 5 outs away from the district championship game.
Huge out, and now Riley Davis stands in. She's 1 for 2 today at the plate for Meadowbrook. 7-4 West Holmes. We're in the bottom of the 6th. Here's the pitch. It's going to be popped up. Behind the second base bag and making the grab. That's second baseman Mari Patterson. That's out number 2 on 3 pitches so far.
Wow.
Addie Randall stands in, number 8 batter in the Meadowbrook lineup. She's 0 for 1 with the pop out the second and also a sacrifice bunt. I mentioned the winner goes on to the district finals this Wednesday. And that'll be against either Harrison Central or Carrollton. Right now, Harrison Central has a 5-2 lead over Carrollton in their district semifinal game. And that would be a neutral site.
Neutral site, okay.
Here's the pitch. Just a bit high. It's going to be...
Strike.
Oh, well, delayed call. Glad I didn't write it down. Now it's an 0-1 count, apparently. Okay. Randall's back in there. Line checks her wrist. And the pitch. Down low, makes it ball 1. Stay tuned later on tonight for High School Scoreboard on WKLM. It's brought to you tonight by Rody's IGA Marketplace. We'll have all the area tournament softball scores for you over 50 minutes all the way until midnight this evening. Here is the 1-1. Just a bit high, makes it ball 2. 2-1 count to Randalls. Klein stares at the plate, now at the glove of the catcher, now the pitch. It's going to be a line to right field, going to be a caught right there with right fielder and Peyton Hudson for out number 3. Hard shot, but Hudson was right there to make the grab.
Wow.
1, 2, 3 it goes. In the 6th, now through 6 innings. West Holmes 7, Meadowbrook 4. This is District Tournament Softball on WKLM.
My wife said I needed more freezer space.
So you bought even more meat?
Exactly. Problem solved.
Head to Rody's IGA Marketplace in Millersburg for the truckload meat sale, now through Friday from 9 to 6. And sign up to win a free 7 cubic foot chest freezer from Millersburg Electric.
Grab 80% lean fresh ground beef for just $4.68 a pound and whole boneless New York strip steaks cut free for only $9.98 a pound.
And a whole lot more while supplies last.
More meat and a chance at a freezer. This is basically my Super Bowl.
Truckload meat sale now through Friday at Rody's IGA Marketplace in Millersburg.
Hi, this is Corey with Burgett Insurance. If you can't remember the last time you've reviewed your insurance policies, you're not alone. Burgett Insurance and Buckeye Insurance Group work together to make sure you are properly covered. Call the friendly, knowledgeable staff of Burgett Insurance at 330-276-3791. We provide service that exceeds expectations and coverage that meets your needs. Buckeye Insurance Group and Burgett Insurance, working together to protect you.
Here is we're waiting for a catcher here for Meadowbrook. For West Holmes, though, so far today, they've gotten the 7 runs on just 3 hits in all, including the 2-run homer by Emma Miller. And I'm going to see that's our play of the game, Bill, or Hobbart's Insurance play of the game. I think so far has been that back in the 5th. Yes, West Holmes got the good start there with the 4 runs in that first, but really kind of a key hit, I felt like, by Miller in the 2-run homer by her in the 5th to kind of put some distance between them and Meadowbrook.
I can certainly go with that, for sure.
So that'll be a Hobbart's Insurance play of the contest. West Holmes has left 2 runners on base in all for the day. Addie Sitchner, she went the first 4 and a third for Meadowbrook. Pitching-wise, allowed 7 runs, 7 earned, 2 hits allowed. She struck out 7 and walked 7. And McKendall Boyers came in the last inning in the third of relief. She was the inning in 2/3 of relief. Since then, she's in the circle. Pitching here is the left-hander. In the 7th, but the top of the order will be at the plate for West Holmes. The pitch. Proper swings and fouls it back. 0-1 count. She was at the plate to end that last inning was Proper, and she'll be able to restart her count here to start off the 7th. And for West Holmes, looking for whatever insurance runs you can get at this point.
These are the people you want up, for sure.
Proper looking for a first hit today. Lefty against lefty. And the pitch. Sails high for a ball, 1-1 count.
You know, you talked about that runner getting called out for leaving too early.
Yeah.
Jake and I were doing the Triway game last week, playing Brookside softball. Triway was up 17-2 in the bottom of the 4th, obviously going to win. A girl from Triway gets on base.
A pitch high for ball 2.
Umpire calls her out for leaving too early.
Yeah.
Next girl for Triway gets on base. Umpire calls her out for leaving too early. Next girl gets on base. Same thing.
Almost like they're doing it on purpose.
Well, it was on purpose. I didn't realize that at first.
Yep.
Jake explained that to me, that's what Ron Rock, their coach, does. I thought, that's pretty good sportsmanship.
Right. Fouled away there, 2-2 count. Yes, it is.
You know, you're not asking girls to make outs on purpose, so
right.
They still get to bat, but once they get on base, then they just made it out on
right.
purpose. I thought, wow, that's pretty good.
Yep. Yeah, sometimes that's hard to do, but the
really
same
is.
token.
Yeah, I'm not sure I can do that as a coach.
Yeah.
But I just give props to Coach Rock for that.
Here's the pitch. going to be just a bit low. Good take, ball 3, full count to Proper.
And I think you said the Titans got beat tonight, right?
Yeah, Triway did fall to Rootstown at home 6-4, so that'll end Triway's tournament run in softball. So they've had some deep tournament runs, but it'll come to an end here at the district tournament level this year. For the baseball team, of course, they'll be in action Wednesday. Pitch one who fouled to the backstop.
Troy Fritz and I are on that game.
Yep, you and Troy.
So looking forward to that. I think Triway has ideas of going pretty far in tournament.
Yes.
Knowing Coach McDowell.
Yeah, they should. We have a good squad.
Yep.
Another news, I've gotten a really good picture of the bug on my audio mixer.
Boyer, now she's ready. And the pitch. Swing and a miss at a high fastball, strike 3. She'll strike out Zelina Proper. Not an easy thing to do, and there's now one away.
According to the stats, that's 5 the whole season.
Second strikeout of the game thrown by Boyer. 1 out and nobody aboard of the 7th for West Holmes, up 7-4. Here's Peyton Hudson, who has walked 3 times today. She's scored 3 times. See if she can continue that trend here.
7 runs on 2 hits. That's something.
Now they have 3 hits. But either way.
Okay, it says 2 up, but you're right.
But still, that's a lot of runs.
Joey Walter got a hit, yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Your 3rd hit, you're right.
That was the infield single, yep. If you're Meadowbrook, you're thinking we've given up too many free base paths today, but West Holmes able to be opportunistic in that regard to get those runs.
Yeah, West Holmes has to be glad to get down here with a win if they do. Meadowbrook, I'm sure, is going to look back on this game and say we kind of let that get away early.
That's a swing and a miss for a strike, 1-1 count.
But that's a long way away.
Pitch to Hudson now, going to be in there for a strike, goes to 1-2. And the Killbuck Savings Bank proudly supporting the local youth, and they hope you all knock it out of the park. That's the Killbuck Savings Bank.
I had all kinds of friends text me that Cavs game last night in the 4th quarter, and I kept saying it's not over yet. It's not over. I've seen too many things in my life in Cleveland sports.
Swing and a miss, strike 3, 2 down. Well, I'm with you there. I was saying the same thing.
It got to the 4-minute mark, and we were up 30, and I said to my wife, I don't think you could score 30 points in 4 minutes.
Maybe we're safe now.
I think we are. I said, I don't think 30 points in 12-minute quarters a lot.
Yeah.
I think we're going to win.
Yeah, how about that? Swing and a miss, strike 1. That's a team that sometimes you can't make a lot of sense of, but, hey, they're still playing. I won't argue with that.
If the betting line had been Cavs by 31, I think you'd be a millionaire if you took that bet, right?
Yes.
Nobody saw that coming. Holy
Pitch decline. Going to be high for a ball, 1-1 count. And
that's
the
a
thing.
Team that can beat New York.
Yeah, they very well could. I kind of think with the Knicks, that long layoff, that might hurt them a little bit.
That's what they were saying last night on the TV. That sometimes hurts you.
Yeah. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Going to be strike 2, 1-2 the count. We'll be seeing all the celebrities at those games for sure, huh?
Yeah, Spike Lee for sure.
Oh,
right?
yes.
We might even see LeBron in New York sitting there, you know.
Good.
He might look good in a Cavs uniform next year.
Yeah.
Who knows?
That is possible. They're saying he could go to New York, too, so who knows. That's high for a ball, 2-2 count.
They're still mad at him there because he didn't go there the first time he was a free agent.
Yeah.
He went to Miami. New York wanted him pretty bad.
He did.
Must be nice to have everybody want you. Want to give you that kind of money.
Yep. The pitch. Swing and a miss. That'll strike you out. And now Boyer strikes out the side here in the 7th.
Wow.
So through 6.5, West Holmes a 7-4 lead over Meadowbrook. Back with the bottom of the 7th after this on WKLM.
Healthcare feels easier when you feel understood. At Pomerene Hospital, you'll find people who take the time to listen so you can feel cared for and ready for life ahead. From the first appointment to the care you need next, Pomerene keeps things simple, local, and connected. For family checkups, women's care, specialty treatment, surgery, and more, Pomerene is where your community goes to feel better. Pomerene Hospital, caring for our community's health.
Ready to learn by doing? Buckeye Career Center is still enrolling high school and adult students for the 2026-27 school year. Available programs include auto collision repair, culinary arts, computer-aided design, landscaping, masonry, meat cutting, deli and bakery, and precision machining. Let us help you discover your passion and prepare for your future. Call us today at 330-339-2288 or apply online at buckeyecareercenter.org.
Chance to get this win and move on to Wednesday's district final. They need 3 more outs to do it, up 7-4. At the plate for Meadowbrook, that is going to be for them the 9-1 and 2 batters. And see who's going to lead this off here. Is that a pitch hitter for him again or no? I can't see her number. 9-1-2. And of course, Briar Klein in the circle to try and close it out. And here's the pitch. So going to be fouled back. It is going to be number 12, I do believe. Number 13, okay. Yeah, number 13, that would be Chloe Callahan, the junior. Good to have a camera guy here to see those numbers. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. That'll be strike 2, 0-2 count. Again, Chloe Callahan, the junior at the plate, hitting in place of M again in that 9 slot.
If you're Chloe Callahan, you're telling yourself you have to get on base. And if you're Briar Klein, you have to keep her off base because you got the top coming up. The girl hit the home run.
That pitch way high, lays off at ball 1.
You don't get cute. Just come through with strikes. Make her hit your pitch. Just don't walk her.
Yeah, very key here at bat to start off this inning.
Easier said than done.
Mm-hmm.
As I used to say when I coach, we're up 3 in the last inning. What could possibly go wrong?
It's always the hardest outs to get, right?
Oh,
this
my
final
gosh.
3.
Agonizing.
Just a bit high. Ball 2, 2-2 count now to Callahan.
Stomach churning. Yeah, we kept saying it's never easy. It's
No.
never easy. It's what makes it such a great sport.
Yep. Anything can happen on any pitch, right?
Yep. Not controlled by a clock.
No.
You know?
The pitch. Sails to the backstop and went from 0-2 now to 3-2. Full count now to Callahan. Don't want to lose her here. Meadowbrook has not scored a run since the 3rd. They have 3 runs in all. We got 4 runs here, so they haven't scored since the 5th. 7-4.
If you're the batter, would you take a pitcher? Maybe. Full count.
One on popped up.
Nope.
First base side didn't take it. Near first and making a grab right at the base is first baseman Emma Miller. That'll be out number 1. Big out there for West Holmes.
Big out.
On a 3-2 pitch. Now to the top of the order, and Addie Schulteis. Of course, she had the solo homer back in the first. Has not gotten a hit since then, but obviously a dangerous bat.
Well, watching the way she swings the bat, all it's a matter of getting contact, because she definitely does not get cheated up there. Freshman hitting .418.
Yeah. So going to be fouled back. It's now an 0-1 count to Schulteis. At the conclusion of today's contest, we'll be announcing the Table Rock Pizza Player of the Game. That player receives a gift certificate for a small one-topping pizza from Table Rock Pizza in downtown Berlin.
How'd you like to have this girl in your program for 3 more years?
That would be nice. Here is the pitch. Going to be a Colts strike on the inside corner. Nice pitch on the location by Klein.
Great pitch. We talked about her location. When she's on, she's really tough to beat. That was almost the perfect pitch. The girl even looked back and nodded in agreement with the umpire.
Klein. Now the pitch. Swung on to be fouled back, and the count will stay at 0-2. When you were umpiring or refereeing, we had a lot of people nodding in agreement with you when you're making your calls. You don't always get that, do you?
Literally, when I did, well, I take my wife with me. She was my girlfriend at the time. She usually had to move about 3 to 4 times. Once they discovered she was with me, she went to a different seat.
Yes.
And in college, you had to be in the locker room an hour and a half before the game, so we had to get there 2.5 hours. So she's sitting there for 2 hours before the game even starts.
Life of a referee and a referee's wife, yes. Now last pitch in the dirt for ball 1. 1-2 count to Schulteis. Klein the pitch. That's high. Make it ball 2, now a 2-2 count.
Yeah, you do college, you get those kids pledging fraternities that come to the game. You know, they've had a few drinks in them, and you're liable to hear about anything.
Oh, yes.
So you just kind of close your ears.
The pitch. So going to be fly ball down the right field line. Going to be foul, though, and out of play. Stays at 2-2. Melway Paving Company, a well-known asphalt paving contractor for Holmes and surrounding counties since 1964. And again, they're specialized in asphalt paving, crack sealing, and seal coating, chip and seal, and pavement planing. Stays at 2-2 to Schulteis. West Holmes trying to get this second out. Now the pitch. In the dirt, going to be ball 3, full count now. So a full count to Callahan. She popped it out. Now a full count to Schulteis. These outs not coming easy. Here's the payoff. It's going to be a grounder towards short. Going to be rolling in the left field. And Schulteis will be at first base. And that's a tough score. What are you thinking there?
That's a hit.
Okay. So we'll say base hit for Schulteis with one out. And now Jordan Vargason will be at the plate. She's 1 for 2 with the walk-in a run score today.
Well, unless she's going to do something different, we kind of know what she's doing. Last time she hit the shortstop was too deep. Fortunately, you have a force at second now. You do not want her to get on base because then you got the tying run coming up, Summer again.
Down low, makes it ball 1 to Ferguson. It's time to be thinking about this concrete projects as Holmes Ready Mix of Millersburg offers Ready Mix Concrete Projects. Give them a call, 674-0865 for Ready Mix Concrete, or for sand and gravel, call 674-8121. Here's the 1-0. That's in there for a strike on the inside corner. Goes to 1 ball, 1 strike. Right now, Schulteis still at first base.
I say, when I was coaching, I'm pacing. I probably put 5 miles and just walk in the dugout. It's never easy.
So going to be a bouncer toward first. Glove cleanly over to first base to out by Emma Miller on that play at first. That'll be the second out of the inning. That'll advance Schulteis to second, but again, a big second out right there on the ground out.
You got to feel a whole lot better now if you're the coach for West Holmes. 2 outs.
1 out away from getting this win is West Holmes for Meadowbrook. It's Summer again at the plate. She's 0 for 3 today. She's race-based 2 times. She has scored a run. Here's the pitch. It's going to be a line to center field, a base hit by Ginn. Schulteis around third base, coming toward home, and she will score. RBI single to center field by Ginn. Makes it a 7-5 ball game.
That's okay. If you're West Holmes, that's okay. You're still up 2 runs. That ball was smoked, wasn't it?
It was. Now McKendall Boyer's at the plate. She is 1 for 3.
It's nice if you're West Holmes to have a senior pitching now.
Yes.
Klein, she's seen it all.
Yep.
You know.
Keep that composure.
Yeah, basketball and softball.
That's in the first strike. Runner going through to second base, going to be backed up as it was an overthrow, but nicely backed up by Patterson. Otherwise, that would have gone in the center field. But a stolen base nonetheless by Ginn. Boyer showed bunt, pulled it back. I don't think she was ever thinking bunt. She was just kind of measuring that pitch.
Interesting stealing there down 2.
Yes.
2 outs. She gets thrown out. The game's over.
The game's over. Yeah, taking the risk.
Really, that run doesn't mean anything.
No.
That's why I'm sitting here and not coaching, though.
Outside for a ball. Goes to 1 ball, 1 strike. Boyer, she does have some power here, as you might expect here. She does have, 3 home runs on the year.
Yeah, you're letting her swing here and hoping she can jack one out. I think that's your strategy. You have to take even 3-0. I'm letting her swing for the fences.
Yeah. The pitch. So want to be fouled back. 1-2 the count. Stay tuned later on tonight for High School Scoreboard on WKLM, brought to you by Rody's IGA Marketplace. And now down to the final strike is Meadowbrook. West Holmes a 7-5 lead in the bottom of the 7th. Runner at second base in 2 down.
We said a while ago 6 more outs, then 5 more outs. Now you're down to 1 out, and you're in the district championship. That's exciting.
Klein, now the pitch. It's going to be a bouncer up the middle. Going to be in the center field, a base hit. Get around third base. Coming toward home. Third home plate going to be not in time. She will score. Advancing to second base on the throw will be Boyer. She'll get him an RBI single, though, And now the second, and makes it a 7-6 ball game. And again, not done just yet. That was really the dangerous hitters to the 3 and 4 batters for Meadowbrook.
And that was a bad choice by Zelina Proper to throw that home. You know, you're not worried about that run. You're worried about keeping that person just batted off second base.
Right.
And now you got a pinch runner for her, and now that's the tying run. You know, it's a mental error.
Yep, runner in scoring position here, and Westall still searching for that final out. Addie Sitchna will be at the plate. She was the original starting pitcher, and she's now 0 for 3 today. A couple of a ground out and also a pop out and got on by an error today. But that's also third out. Bill, we talked about that being the hardest out to get. Westall still trying to get that.
And if I'm the coach, I'm looking at Addie Sitchna and I'm looking at Natalie Norman. I'm saying, which one do I want? Do I want the 5-hitter or the 6-hitter? What did we talk about on the way down here in the car? I said the 5-hitter is better than the 6-hitter. That's why they're batting ahead of them, right?
Yep. Usually the way it works.
You say, well, you don't want to put the winning run on base. I'm worried about not letting that person on second score.
Right. That's the ultimate thing you're worried about right now.
Sitchna hitting 316. Yeah, Natalie Norman's hitting 241, so I'm putting her on.
Yep.
Just me.
Sitchna does stand in the batter's box now, so we resume play. Here's the pitch. It's going to be a bouncer towards second. The gloved, thrown to first base in time for the out in the play by Patterson, and that will do it. West Holmes gets the win, 7-6. Wasn't easy, Bill. West Holmes holds on. They get this victory.
Whew. I'm sweating.
Well, fun when we can get the win, that's for sure. And West Holmes goes down to 12-17, and they'll take on likely Harrison Central in the district championship game this Wednesday at a neutral site at 5 o'clock. Meadowbrook ends their season with a successful year at 19-8. So what a ball game. West Holmes wins at 7-6. Back with the postgame show next on WKLM.
Call Berlin Heating and Cooling, your Ream Pro partner, and you know you're calling the very best. Berlin Heating and Cooling services and installs Ream and all types of furnaces and air conditioning equipment. Berlin Heating and Cooling, they're your local team you can trust. Call them today at 330-893-3057. That's 330-893-3057.
At Kaufman Realty and Auctions, you've got options. Your property is unique, and our agents know how to sell it. Whether it's a traditional listing or live auction, we'll earn you top dollar. Our agents will utilize whichever method of sale works best. When buying or selling your next home, call on Kaufman.
At Beaches, we're about keeping you safe and on the road. We believe in building lasting relationships through a trustworthy service. Our team cares about delivering quality every time. We offer auto, diesel, heavy-duty, and tire services. Our Winesburg location is open 7 a.m. to midnight, located at 2653 US 62. Call Winesburg at 330-359-5421. Our Berlin location is open 7 a.m. to 4 p.m., located at 5979 County Road 201. Call Berlin at 330-674-6970. Explore our full range of services and easily schedule your next appointment at beaches.com.
With today's market instability, many homeowners are looking to upgrade their existing home rather than buy or build a new one. At Home Siding Contractors, we know choosing the many colors and styles of siding, replacement windows, and doors can be overwhelming. At Home Siding Contractors, we can help make that decision easier. Durability, beauty, and low maintenance over time describes our products the best. Call Home Siding Contractors today at 888-725-6619 and let our professional staff help upgrade your home today.
And tonight's postgame show brought to you by Denko Marketing as West Holmes survives and gets the win by the final score of 7-6 to move on to Wednesday's district championship game. West Holmes scored 3 runs in the top of the first inning off no hits in the inning. There were actually 4 walks in the inning, also multiple wild pitches that allowed every one of those runs to score. West Holmes had a great start up 3-0 after half inning. Meadowbrook would come back. They would get a run in the bottom of the first off a solo homer by Addie Schulteis. Made it a 3-1 West Holmes lead. Meadowbrook would add on a run in the second and third innings as well, and that made it at that point, made it A 3-2 lead for West Holmes after 2, and then West Holmes would score 2 runs in the top half of the third with West Holmes. And for West Holmes, it'd be a leadoff walk to Peyton Hudson, followed by a walk to Briar Klein, a single by Emma Miller, a sac bunt by Payson Dial in that same inning. RBI ground out by Maury Patterson, and West Holmes would score 2 more runs, along with a wild pitch that allowed Hudson to score. And they led at that point 5-2, but then Meadowbrook would score that run in the bottom of the third to make it 5-3. West Holmes added 2 more runs on the board in the top of the fifth off a 2-run homer by Emma Miller. Made it a 7-3 ball game. Meadowbrook, they would score a run in the bottom half of the fifth that made it 7-4, and then Meadowbrook would rally in the bottom of the seventh inning as they would score a pair of runs, a one-out single by Addie Schulteis. Then with 2 outs, an RBI single by Summer again, followed by an RBI single by McKendall Boyer with 2 outs. Finally, it would be Addie Sichna who would ground out to Maury Patterson to end the ballgame. West Holmes hangs on to get the 7-6 win over Meadowbrook to move on to Wednesday's district championship game. Back with the final numbers after this from Denko Marketing.
Denko Marketing and Tricor Industrial, 2 reputable entities, are the proud sponsors of this broadcast. Denko takes pride in distributing garage door parts and producing specialty tools, serving customers at home and abroad. Need superior tools for your project? Head to Tricor Industrial on Bowman Street in Worcester, boasting an impressive lineup of Milwaukee power tools, Wright tools, grade 5, grade 8, and stainless steel fasteners. While visiting, don't overlook their steel blue work boots and wide selection of drill bits, taps, and dies. Denko and Tricor, proud partners of making an impact in your community.
West Holmes wins it 7-6 as they up in the 3 seed. West Holmes came as the 5 seed in this district, but they are moving on to the district championship game with a 7-6 win over Meadowbrook tonight. West Holmes had 7 runs on 3 hits, 5 errors, and 2 left on base. As for West Holmes offensively, Emma Miller had a big day, going 2 for 3, including a 2-run homer she got in that 5th inning as well, to lead the way for the West Holmes offense. Also on the day for West Holmes, the other hit that came by way of Zoe Walter. She went 1 for 3 at the plate. Also for Meadowbrook, they had 6 runs on 7 hits and no errors, 5 left on base for them. Addie Schulteis 2 for 4, including a home run on the day for Meadowbrook. While Jordan Vargason went 1 for 3 with a walk. She would also have a run score. Summer again would finish up going 1 for 4 with an RBI. She would also score a pair of runs for this Meadowbrook offense as well. Riley Davis went 1 for 3 at the plate for the Lady Colts. Getting the win on the mound for West Holmes, that was Briar Klein. And Briar Klein getting the job done as she would finish up for the contest. And Briar Klein going the distance here tonight for West Holmes to get this victory. And for Briar Klein, she would finish up numbers-wise, going the 7 innings, allowed 6 runs, 3 earned, 7 hits allowed. She struck out 2 and walked 2. And Klein will improve her record now to 5-10 on the season. And with the loss for Meadowbrook, that was Addie Stitchna, the senior, went 4 1/3. She allowed 7 runs, 7 earned, 2 hits allowed. She struck out 7 and walked 7. And for Stitchna, she will drop her record to 9-2, just her second loss this year pitching. And McKendall Boyer, the senior, went the final 2 2/3 of relief. She allowed no runs, 1 hit, struck out 4, and she walked nobody. West Holmes wins at 7-6 over Meadowbrook to move on to Wednesday's district final. Back with the player of the game and wrap it up after this from Denko Marketing.
Denko Marketing and Tricor Industrial, 2 reputable entities, are the proud sponsors of this broadcast. Denko takes pride in distributing garage door parts and producing specialty tools, serving customers at home and abroad. Need superior tools for your project? Head to Tricor Industrial on Bowman Street in Worcester, boasting an impressive lineup of Milwaukee power tools, Wright tools, grade 5, grade 8, and stainless steel fasteners. While visiting, don't overlook their steel blue work boots and wide selection of drill bits, taps, and dies. Denko and Tricor, proud partners of making an impact in your community.
It is the final. West Holmes the winner, 7-6 over Meadowbrook to move on to Wednesday's district championship game. Mac Ray alongside Bill Pym for tonight's broadcast. Really, the key was the start of the game. Bill got off that good start, 3-0, and West Holmes able to hang on to get this win.
Yeah, if I told you one team had 3 hits and 5 errors and the other team had 7 hits and no errors, you'd say, well, the second team won, right? That's a no-brainer, but that's not what happened. It was a strange game. You said those runs early. The first 4 runs that scored all scored on balls that were wild pitches that went back to the screen right in front of us. That's unusual to see. I don't know if I've ever seen that before. And you just hope West Holmes would build a big enough lead to hold on, which is what happened at the end. You knew Meadowbrook was kind of eventually going to start hitting the ball, which they did there at the end, but they were just one out short of getting a tie.
Emma Miller will be our Table Rock Pizza Player of the game, going 2 for 3 with the 2-run homer. And also make some plays at first base today, so she'll be our Table Rock Pizza Player of the game. Big day, big hit for Emma Miller that came in that 5th inning.
The biggest hit of the game.
Biggest hit of the game. But also, I know we can only give out one today, but if we had to give out another one, probably Zoe Walter would be our other player of the game. Zoe Walters, a huge day defensively, and made some big plays at third base.
I kind of feel like I should go buy her a Table Rock pizza, just because she played that well, and I'm the president of her fan club now.
That's true. Yep, no doubt. But the bottom line is West Holmes moving on here, and West Holmes will take on Harrison Central, who won 6-2 over Carrollton for them. So Harrison Central is the 4 seed. So it'll be a big one this Wednesday, and for West Holmes just to get a chance to play to get to the regionals has to be pretty exciting.
Anything can happen now, and we know West Holmes is good enough to get there probably. I'm excited for him. Good job.
So West Holmes wins it. Again, they win at 7-6. They'll go to 12-17. Again, they'll take on 4-seed Harrison Central this Wednesday, 5 o'clock at a neutral site. We'll, of course, have the game for you on WKLM. And for Meadowbrook, they'll end their tournament run with a record of 19-8 as well. That'll wrap things up for us here from Meadowbrook High School. For Bill Pym, I'm Matt Roy. Special thanks also to our Claxon Communications crew as well today. Jacob Heading was our producer today, and also Sarah Ciereszewski. She was our camera person as well. So thank you for them to allow us to bring you this video live stream coverage, and also Blaze DeMullins back at the studio. Tonight's postgame show brought to you by Denko Marketing. The final score in Division 4 District Semifinal softball for Meadowbrook. West Holmes moving on to Wednesday's District Final. They went 7-6 over Meadowbrook. So long, everybody.
Tonight's broadcast has been a production of WKLM Radio and Claxon Communications.